live from Indiana. It's Sunday afternoon.
Sunday.
SchmutzCast 15.
Is it 15?
15. 1 5. Big 1 5er.
And next week is going to be season 1.5.
It's going to be the mid-season finale.
Oh, this is the season finale.
This is season 1 finale.
Season 1 finale.
Next week is going to be season 1.5
weeks.
finale.
15 weeks.
Season 1.5 is only going to be
15 weeks.
What are we gonna call
That's
it?
fucking
Episode
strong.
15.5 or something?
We should call it 15.5.
I will call it 15.5. That is fine with me.
That's
so
okay.
that means you have 2 weeks to get your SchmutzCast gear for the premiere of season 2.
That's right.
SchmutzCast, this is actually John's.
That's right.
Get your affairs in order.
A perfect hoodie, breathable, beautiful. It'll get you laid.
True that.
It will.
Not proven,
And not guaranteed.
we hold no
20% of the
guarantees.
time.
It works for
But-
us.
See, listen. I haven't ever gotten laid, and it's because I haven't had one of those.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
well,
it is.
now we
That's
can
what it
prove the theory.
is. None of us are married. So
Your
we
virginity
don't.
hinges on this sweatshirt, people.
That's right.
So, go get that shit at papaschmutz.com. We got that domain back.
That's right. Fuck GoDaddy.
Yeah, fuck you, GoDaddy.
Fuck GoDaddy.
Fuck GoDaddy.
They still won't give me a shop section, so
they
you
never
can either
will.
Venmo Papa Schmutz or go to the website. There's a shop section. It'll explain everything you got to do. Go grab it. For everybody that's already grabbed gear, and we had a shitload of sales. We sold out. We sold out. Week 1
I'm a
sold
member
out.
of the podcast. I can't even get one right now. 'cause
I know.
Yeah,
we had to
yeah.
get ours on back order.
Yeah, their 2 is on back order. Because the shit's flying off the shelves.
Fire.
You need to get ahead of the game.
Fire.
Because Design 1 is going to be here and gone. We're going to move on to another design. You can't stick with the same
That's right,
design.
shit's
So if you
exclusive.
like this design, you better hop on
Shit
it
is
now.
exclusive, bruh.
You can't afford not to get this sweatshirt.
You can't.
You really can't.
You can't.
can't.
It's just
Do you want to be celibate the rest of your life?
That's right. Fuck those essential oils. That's right.
So how's life treating everybody? Everybody good? Everybody living it?
a
Swell.
little tired and whatnot after yesterday.
Yeah, you had a show last night.
Yeah, it was a pop-up show. It was a last-minute show. I texted the lady at this bar that we played at as a band before, and was like, "Hey, do you ever do acoustic shows?" Because I'm like, "Hey, like I like playing at this place that I've been playing at, but like I want a little bit of change of scenery,
Yeah,
right?
why not?
So you change it up a little bit.
Yeah,
change it
fuck
up a little bit."
Changed it.
And so, and she was like, "Yeah, if it's you, because like like we know you, so yeah, come on out." And I was like, "Okay, what days of the week usually?" I'm thinking like probably like a Thursday or like a Wednesday night, something
An
weird,
alternate
right?
night.
And she was like, "Any chance you could play this Saturday?" And I'm like,
Yes.
And this was like Tuesday, right? This was Tuesday, and I'm like, let me
How
text my
much
bassist. Let me
is
text Keenan.
The gig.
So, well, it was.
The job.
The
The job.
It's a school of
Well,
rock.
the thing is, we have a
School
good
rock.
relationship with that bar, though. So
Yeah.
We played there in the band, and we hung out there a lot whenever they first opened.
You know what's
Oh, yeah.
weird about that
Definitely.
is there's a rivalry between that bar and the hometown bar, and you play at both of them.
There's a rivalry between those two bars.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? A rivalry?
Like I'm talking like
Like
they
some anime
fucking-
shit?
No, they fucking like hate each other. Like the owners don't like each other.
What?
I mean, I could honestly see that from just
The
knowing
owner's
both owners.
significant other of the alibi
tough.
got in a fist fight at the local bar with the owner of the local bar.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
And it was over the summer, and
Shit.
that's why Alibi started doing bike nights, was to like
Oh.
compete with the
That's
local bar.
That's smart.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey,
That's wild.
Fucking business, bro.
I didn't think it
Business
would be
is
that
business.
cutthroat. I figured it would have been pretty hand in hand, like helping each other out.
Well, I mean, you got to
know.
think about it. There's 2 bars in town. Local.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not a small town, though. I mean, like, it is, but like,
Well, that's not a small town, but our town's a pretty
the,
fucking small town.
the ratio of the number of people that live there and to the number of people that live there and drink,
Okay.
pretty high
So
ratio.
here's
like,
the question: that bar, the new bar that you just played at, that's gonna appeal to younger people.
It does.
And right now, our local bar has a lot of younger people, but that is appealing to them and pulling them away, right?
I think honestly, the big part of it is the size difference. It's
It
the
is a
size
lot
difference
bigger.
because
Matters.
younger people tend to go where there's
say.
more people,
Yeah.
right? I mean, unless you're like Jordan, who's like He's like, I don't want to go out.
Oh,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
Where's my
home.
Switch?
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home and play my
Where's
Switch.
Zelda?
I'm gonna play my Xbox.
But like younger people typically like to go to these places that are more populated and meet other young people.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
We're social. We're social people.
Humans are social animals.
Humans
are.
Social animals.
are social animals.
Speaking of social animals, you went to a big crowd this weekend for not being the big social butterfly.
Well, here's the difference. I went to a soccer game. And I love soccer. Actually, you guys would have been proud of me because I was like, well, first of all, I housed a lot of beers in the parking lot before the game.
I love
As
the
you
fact
should.
you've been
you know,
using that
you can always
wow,
tell.
dude, yeah.
You can always tell when Jordan is getting pretty
Verb,
drunk
I
at the
guess.
games when you start to see the game show up on his Snapchat story.
So here's the thing.
I usually have to look at him to know because he always looks at me with this gaze like that I don't exist and he's looking through me.
he's got
like
the,
he's fucked up.
like his
Yeah.
jaw drops a little bit, but like his face like thins out and his eyes get all squinty. Like
You're acting like he
That's-
becomes a fucking zombie.
that's-
after,
that's-
like,
He does.
Well,
That's what he
deep
does.
Deep in the night, I do. But at the game,
that was
I
you
wasn't.
last night.
Like
the
you have to
game-
be like around him with a pillow, ready to go to like throw it under his diving head because he's just gonna pass out wherever he's
Just let him-
standing.
I've seen him on the I've seen him in the bathroom, on the floor. I've seen him.
I've
in the
seen Jordan
hallway.
fall asleep in some inopportune
I've seen him in
places.
his room, just on the floor in his room, multiple times.
You
just
see,
leaning
last
against
weekend
the
it was me.
dresser.
This weekend it's him. This weekend it's
Last
him.
weekend was you. That
One
was
thing with
brutal.
Jordan is he doesn't rally. There's no rally from Jordan.
Well, I
There
don't puke
is-
either, though.
He's down and he's out.
He's down, he's out, he's done.
Yeah.
My big vice with drinking, I still have never thrown up from drinking outside of being hungover. That's only happened twice.
That's insane.
But
I was there for one of them.
you were there for both of them. No, not the second one. But I just fall asleep extremely easy. If I'm in one spot for too long, I'll just slowly nod off.
Sounds like a superpower.
It kind of is.
Sounds like a
Anti-power.
dad.
I remember whenever I was playing through, it was like The Witcher 3. There's a lot of traveling in that game. You got to ride the horse around and shit. I fell asleep playing that game so many
Oh
times.
my god.
Just because you had to ride the horse.
Yeah, because I got bored just watching. Because like you just hold A and it'll follow the trail.
Uh-huh.
So I would just be like, I'd just be sitting there holding A, and I'd just be kind of like,
Wait, do you not get the spins when you drink? Do you never get the spins?
I
Because the
don't
spins
know.
is a surefire sign to me that like I'm about to hurl.
Yeah.
Really?
probably
Yeah.
not.
The spins is
I
like
don't-
my
After that
dunzo.
wedding, I had
I've
the
never
spins.
puked from drinking. Never.
But you get the spins?
Yeah, of course.
That's
You
why
don't
after the
puke
wedding
from the
I had
spins,
to
that's crazy to me.
sleep in the back of the car.
It just feels akin to me like have you ever like you've been on a boat all day and you get home, you're trying to lay down and it feels like the world is rocking. It's like that, but I don't. I mean,
When that
I get
happens, to me,
nauseous.
Is that
I
the
have
spins?
T minus
That's
like
the
5
spins, yeah.
Oh
minutes.
yeah, I get that all the time.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I know. It
The
doesn't-
moment
like
the
it.
spins happen to me,
It's
I have
not
T
bad.
minus like 5 minutes to find a trash can or
What?
grass.
Are you serious?
I'm donezo. Like
Damn.
if I
No,
get the
it's no
spins, it's
biggie.
over.
I don't. It's no biggie.
Well,
The
do you,
spins. What about you?
The spins hit me like like I was saying at the wedding.
Yeah.
I was getting the spins on the way home. If I lay down with the spins, then I'm okay. But if I have to stay like upright with the spins, then I'm going to puke.
that night that you drove me and Megan home from the Halloween party a couple years back.
Wait, was that? Whoa.
So I'm going to tell this story because Megan's not going to care. We went to a Halloween party knowing that me and Megan were going to get fucked up. And Brandon did not drink at that point. He was not much. I mean, yeah, he would drink on occasions, but not
Yeah,
drink
I mean,
at
even
parties.
still, not too much, but then way less even
way,
than
way
now.
less.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was like
So, like,
once in 6
he
months.
took us to the party, and it was a pretty decent sized party, and we ended up hanging out there, and Megan was getting pretty drunk, and so was I, and she was like, "Can we go ahead and go home?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. Let me find Keebler." Aside to that story is a guy that you knew. I won't say his name, but he was one of the owners of the house. Just pulls his dick out in the middle of the crowd of people and just puts it to his thigh and just starts pissing on the floor and just stares me in the eyes as he's pissing on the floor.
That was, I do remember that.
Wait a minute.
He did just start pissing on the. Yeah, you know exactly who it is.
Well, no.
Well, in
I
the
feel like
house.
you're gonna think that it's one person, but it's not one person.
Does this person have like kind of crazy afro-ish hair?
No.
Okay. You know who I'm talking about. Then.
Yeah, I
yeah.
could very much see him doing it too.
I also have seen him.
Wait, is
I've
it?
seen him piss
yeah.
on things, but not the floor.
Can I
not-
can I
well,
say this?
no.
Is it someone that you worked with?
Nope.
No, it
both
doesn't matter. It doesn't
Big,
matter.
stocky, big fella. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So Keebler, then we have a good chuckle, and Megan's out in the car. She's got the spins. We're like, all right, let's dip. We're on the way back, and Megan's like, Keebler, pull over. So he pulls off to the side. She hurls out the window. I don't even think she opened the door. She just leaned her head out the window and hurled. And this was her vehicle. No, this was your mom's vehicle.
Was it?
This was your mom's vehicle.
Was
it?
it?
was an SUV.
No, that's my dad's.
It was your. It was one of your vehicles.
Was it?
But there was no puke on the side of the vehicle. No, because Megan drove a Camry
That's
at that
good
time, and I
projectile.
drove a
I
fucking
could have
Focus.
swore that was in my.
It was an SUV.
Huh.
For sure, it was an SUV.
Yeah.
But we were going, and she leans out the window and hurls, and this car pulls up, and is like, "Is she okay?" And I'm too fucking drunk to even talk to these people, and Keebler's like, "Yeah, she's just feeling a little under the weather," and they just didn't say anything and just drove off.
What the fuck? I don't remember that at all. Don't remember.
Well,
that.
you were stone cold sober.
No, I know, which I'm sure it actually happened, but
How long ago was this?
I remember that
This
night.
was
I remember that night.
2019, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
shit,
pre-COVID. That was that was a great night.
It was a great night.
Yeah. Well,
and
not
then
for Megan, I guess. But
Well-
for me, I had a fantastic time.
after that hurl, Megan passes out in the back seat, and I'm back there, and I was doing good. And then when I'm giving maps to Keebler, I get the spins. The spins hits me, and I'm like,
Oh, man.
no, not the spins.
Because I was like, yeah.
Because every time you made the turn, I would like fucking fall a direction or fall the other direction or like drop my head on the seat in front of me. And we get to Megan's Road, which is off of the highway. And right before we get off of the highway, I'm like, all right, Keeb, my turn. And had him pull off, and I get off, and for some reason, I don't know why, I laid on the highway and just put my face on the blacktop of the fucking high traffic highway and just fucking laid there. Nobody drove by, but fucking Megan wakes up and is like, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. I'm like, but it feels so good out here.
We were like, well, I remember we were like, what are you doing, dude? And he was like, it's cold. It feels good. And I was like, dude, you're done puking. Just get back in the car.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I told you, when the spins hit, I have like a finite amount of time,
Fuck it.
no matter
The
where I'm
clock's
at.
ticking.
That's a shame.
Laying down,
That's a shame.
sitting up, standing up,
I
doesn't
feel
matter.
like you don't mind vomiting as much as maybe me or Jordan do.
Off of drinking, no.
I
So
Because
I mind it, heavily mind it. I hate
puking
it.
when you're sick, sometimes you feel a little better for a little bit, and then you get back to being sick. When you're drunk, when you puke, it's done. You're done. You're
You're
back
like
to
going
normal.
in for round
Yeah.
two.
You're back to normal.
have
You
no
puke and rally,
experience
man. You puke and
with
rally.
that.
Like
So.
that is legit. Like when they say puke and rally, it's legit. Like you puke and you're like, oh my god, because when you're that drunk and you're that to that point where you're like having the spin so fucking hard, you're like, I wish I would have never drank. This fucking sucks. You puke it up, boom, you're good.
Yep.
You're good.
Easy.
I've seen Stilger do it 4 times in one night.
That's,
The man
That
killed
is
2
so
handles.
much. That is so many times for
was
one
that one
night.
of the half-gallon challenge?
He was
nights?
doing the half gal challenge.
Those were.
Well, if he had 2 handles, he was going for the gallon challenge.
Oh, well, that's the thing is that
fits, I think.
Ethan beat him to the half gallon, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna beat you to the gallon."
Bro,
and-
a gallon of liquor in one night is fucking.
That is
that's
insane.
Insane, man. to be able to just.
I can
just-
hear his liver screaming
Yeah,
already.
man.
Like, still, dude.
Your gut walker's got to be hurting the next day after that shit, dude. Goodness.
Good lord.
So,
Yeah.
okay, I've narrowed it down in my mind to 2 people. Okay, because there's
Why do
2
you keep
people.
guessing?
There's
You
2
know
people.
who
Is it someone who I've known for a long time, or someone that I've known since college?
Since college. Lived in the same house as Afro, dude.
Yeah. Later on,
Yeah.
he was a late acquiree of a room in that house.
Okay,
We'll
just
tell
me
you after the
afterwards, 'cause
pod, dude.
I'm like,
not-
what the
I
You
hell?
know
don't think
who
it's
it
that deep.
is.
Yeah,
Because
He
did
just
you
whipped
know
his
who I
dick
was?
out.
You
Pissed
literally
on the floor.
introduced us to him.
No, Drew introduced me to him.
I'm pretty sure John introduced me to.
Well, John,
Did he live with me at all?
No.
Okay.
No, he never lived with you. I don't think you were that close of friends with him, to be honest. But regardless, he pissed on the floor, and it was his own floor. So,
Joke's on him.
yeah.
That's
Imagine
pretty
the
funny.
next morning if he didn't remember. He's like, "Who the fuck pissed on the floor?" And his roommate's like, "Yeah, buddy, that was you."
Fucking partying like.
See, we had in college. We had a nickname for those people, because there were multiple people that would get drunk and just piss on like one time it was in
This was
one
a
of the
common occurrence.
Yes, because it was
obnoxious.
Yeah, that
it
was
was
obnoxious.
in the sororities apartment that was right next to like
They
our
would piss in the
fraternity.
sororities?
Someone pissed in their
Apartment? Oh.
closet, and they came in.
Yo.
The dude like opened the closet thinking it was a bathroom, and he was drunk, so he just whipped it out and starts pissing, and he ended up pulling the closet doors off, and they like crossed over in front of him, so he was trapped in this closet. This drunk guy
That's
was.
obnoxious.
Fuck, man.
Was it always the usual
girls want
suspects,
the
or was it like a different person every time? Just all your boys just kept pissing everywhere.
I
It was the
I
same. It was the
Stray
same core
dogs.
group of people. It was the same core group of people.
You know that one place?
You
Yes.
you know which core group of people that I'm talking about?
It was always that core group of people that met up before the parties, the pre-party people. Those pre-party people would do some fuck shit at the
Pre-party.
parties.
Are we
Yeah,
talking
I
about
like
the same
pre-party
group? Like
people.
you know who I'm talking about.
100%.
Yes.
I know who you're talking about. Do you remember the time the year before that party, the Halloween party that I just mentioned? We went to a Halloween party with your fraternity, and it was at that big. Or it's not really that big. It's a little venue in the middle of the woods that they usually.
That was
Yeah,
a- that
the
was a
Pepper
Hall-
Upper Club.
The pepper.
That was a
Club.
Halloween party?
That was
No, it was a toga party.
It was a toga party.
Toga
yeah.
party.
I went to the Halloween party with you. Me and Spencer.
One of the
went.
I went multiple times to that place,
I
but
went
the
there
one I remember
twice.
the most is there were so many people being drunk and just doing dumb shit. One guy pissed in the middle of the dance floor and then started doing the helicopter while pissing, and it was making like a circle of piss.
Oh, that's awful.
And I was like,
bro.
"That all
That's
right." So I'm
awful.
going outside, and I go outside, and there's this Hispanic fella with a big old afro. He's a big old boy.
Was he one of?
No, it was.
Okay.
I met him one time, and other than that night, and I walk out, and he's so drunk, and he's got his head down like this, and his girlfriend is like tugging at him, like, "Come on, let's go home, let's go home." And he says, "No," and then just slams his head on the fucking picnic table multiple times, and I'm like, "What is going on?"
Bro, that place was lit. I saw one of the most savage fights of my life there.
Is that the one where they pull out
at
guns?
Noah's birthday. No, that was a different one. But that was at Noah's birthday. Dude, that night was fucking nuts. This guy spit in this girl's face on the dance floor, right?
Oh, I was.
God.
there.
She comes outside, she's wiping the fuck. She's like, this motherfucker just spit on my face.
Oh my god, that
Right.
turned into a fucking
Right.
brawl.
So her boyfriend comes walking out and just cold cocks this dude, bro, and beat the shit out
Oh
of
my
him.
god, it was
Just
bad.
beat the
He
shit out
stomped
of him.
his head like he
It
was,
was
doing
bad.
all.
We had
bro.
to we
It
had to
was-
shut
and-
that one down early. I think I
Yeah,
was
no,
working
the cops
security
came.
that
the
one.
cops came for
Yeah.
that because they were lighting
Were
off
you?
fireworks.
I think I was working
People were lighting
security
up-
for that party.
People were lighting off fireworks.
The one where that dude was slamming his head on the picnic table.
That was a different
Like
one.
when we saw or when I saw that, I was like, I'm fucked up. I really don't need this negativity. And I don't even know if you were drinking that. Yeah, you were definitely drinking.
Yeah.
If it was toga, yeah.
Oh, we had somebody driving us, and I was telling you to go get that person to get us to drive, and me and you were walking towards the truck, and fucking we heard gunshots. I'm like, God damn, can I just go home? Like, this is fucked.
I remember that night too, because
That was scary, bro.
What happened with that is the story was that like it was some of these other guys that were like on campus there, right? And they were like they were trying to like big ball themselves basically, and they pulled out a gun and just started shooting it in the air.
That's so
And it just
stupid.
scared people, and it was dumb.
That's
it was like,
so
are you serious?
stupid,
You're just like ruining our party here.
Yeah.
Like,
Everybody dipped.
because
Yeah.
he was
Who wants to
he was
stay
he was a
up
different
leave
he was a
whenever they
different
hear
group.
gunshots.
Yeah.
He was a
Yeah.
different group of us, like from us. He was
No, I'd never met the guy
Yeah.
in my life. That was the only night I ever saw him. But
What a dick.
well, I saw him with like he was one of those guys that would like pull out their pistol just to be like, look, I'm packing, like those kind of guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I did see him with the pistol earlier in the night, and I was like, I don't like the vibes, but I'm partying. Fuck it. And then I hear gunshots, and I knew exactly who shot it because it was obviously a 9mm. Because I mean,
you know the sound.
you know the
Yeah.
sound of a 9mm, easily that, and it just scared the fuck out of me. And we were in your truck, and whoever was it was a girl driving. And she fucking spun the tires out in the yard and could not get out.
Yeah.
And then somebody
Looking back-
came up and fucking pushed us out because me and John was passed out in the front seat and I was on the verge in the back. And like
looking back on it, I don't know why I trusted her to drive this truck because I don't think she's driven anything bigger than a damn Prius in her life.
It happens, man.
it was not a fun situation.
Yeah.
You know, I've only been to 2 of your like the fraternity parties with your fraternity, and Timberlake, do you remember that one that it was out in the dump? Like the house was right next to a dump, and it
That's
smelled
the house that I
terrible.
was talking
Yeah,
about.
that's that house.
and-
That's
yeah.
the house that.
Do you
People were
remember?
pissing
Do you
on the
remember getting
floor.
stuck?
I got stuck there almost every
wait,
time.
Were
I
you
went.
were you with us? There
Their
was 5 of us
yard-
in
The
your
train
truck.
tracks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
their yard was always
Yo,
that was
so
my
bad.
truck.
It was on the
night.
way. It was on the way to the party.
That
It
was
at the
my
party.
truck. That fucking sucked. We had
That
more
was
people in the truck
nuts,
than
bro.
we had.
Because
what?
water sits on the road. Is that where you got stuck? Was in the
Just
water?
off the road.
It was just okay. So
Like,
you
we
had
went
the
off-
train
we
We went
went
tracks
off
or
the road
something.
and got stuck on a tree.
on a tree. My truck had like 4 people, almost 5 people, I think, in the back.
Yeah.
I think it was 5 people.
There's a bunch
It
of
was
us.
There
too
was
many
2
people.
girls sitting on guys' laps, and I think Ryan in the middle, and then
Yeah.
and then Keebler was up front with me. I'm
I thought
pretty
I was
sure.
up front.
No, you were up. You
Yeah.
were up front,
I don't know.
and you.
I
Where
don't
were
know.
you?
I
Who was
froze.
sitting on your fucking lap?
Bro,
Because I know
I do
Ryan.
not
Ryan
know.
was sitting there like this. I could see him in the rear view.
I do not know. The memory of that night for me is gone. It is gone.
Well, I fucking
I don't
pull
know.
up and I'm trying to remember how to get there because it's dark and I had only gone there in the daytime.
I
And that
remember
road is dark as
The
heck,
directions were kind of fucky too because
They
it took us
were.
down the wrong road.
Took us
So-
over
And
the
we-
railroad tracks and to a dead end road.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I got to turn around. I turn around, we slide all the way down the fucking hill up to a tree stump. And I'm like, fuck,
Well, the
what do
thing
I
is,
do now?
We didn't
Right.
know it was on a tree stump. Remember, because you kept spinning.
I
out,
kept
and
spinning
we
and I was
thought
like,
you were
what
stuck.
the fuck is going on?
And
I was
finally-
literally on top
Yeah.
of a fucking tree stump.
You thumped over the stump, and we're like, "Oh, that's why we weren't moving."
How did we even get over it? I don't remember
how
that.
I
the
just
hell did
remember
we
it was
even
like
get out of
ankle
that?
deep water that we were standing in because it
Oh,
was,
yeah.
it like piss poured all
I
day.
took
that
my
day.
socks and shoes off at that party. I was walking with my dogs.
I
at
did
that
not
party.
get out of the truck.
That was an awful night.
I'm pretty
That
sure
was-
me, Jordan, and Ryan were the only ones that got out of the truck.
I think you're
Yeah.
right.
Oh no, Alex did. Alex was with us too. He
That's
got
right.
out.
Alex
Yeah.
was with us.
Alex
I
was with
forgot he was
Alex.
my old roommate. Yeah, he came down that weekend.
He was.
Yeah.
I remember that
Because-
night. Yes.
Because I still,
Was that? I was wearing like the red, white, and blue.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
Yeah.
Wasn't it an
Vest.
America party or
It was
something?
an American party
one of
because-
your boys was about to
Yeah,
leave for be deployed or something like that.
I remember that
Oh,
night
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I
That's
went to
funny.
Clarksville to get food.
Yeah.
Right. I had to go up there to like get some stuff. I think like from Party City for the party. Like I was going to get some more stuff for him. I was helping him set up and everything. And I was like, man, you know what I haven't had in a while? Fazoli's. I'm gonna have some Fazoli's.
Fazoli.
It's trash. It was freaking trash.
Yeah,
it was
You want
terrible.
to get some
Give me
fast
some
food
fucking
spaghetti?
fagioli from Fazoli.
Dude, I'll tell you what. The
Spaghetti.
spaghetti shop though, the spaghetti shop.
Spaghetti shop is delicious.
That is good.
Spaghetti. I don't
It is
know what
fire.
you're talking about.
It is
Spaghetti
fire.
shop's good.
It is.
Charlestown Road.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
And the Spaghetti Factory.
Spaghetti Factory.
I always
fire.
thought Spaghetti
Bomb.
Factory was overrated.
I
I,
think
don't like their
bomb.
I
spaghetti
think
that much.
cheesecake is overrated.
Cheesecake is overrated.
Like
You
cheesecake
go there
the
for-
dessert or the
No,
Cheesecake
restaurant?
Factory.
Cheesecake Factory.
You go there
though.
for the
Cheesecake,
clout.
The dessert
You
is
go there
dope.
for the clout.
It's definitely for the clout because
Yeah,
Olive
it's-
Garden's better
yeah.
and half
Take
the
him
price.
out,
Olive
bitch. The
Garden's
Cheesecake
fantastic.
Factory.
Olive Garden
bro.
is a
What?
win every time.
Olive Garden hits every single time. It's everything on the fucking
If we do
menu,
a sit down restaurant, it's one of 3. It's a steakhouse, fucking El Nop, or Olive Garden. Boom.
How
every
much
time.
is Olive Garden these days? What's the prices looking like?
See, like
after
I
inflation?
feel like I would
Probably about
pay like
$15.
$18 if I get a soda. If I get a soda and I get like a normal meal, because like a normal meal I feel like would be like $12.
Yeah.
I usually get a beer at Olive Garden. Their draft beer is really good.
Man, just go
Yeah.
to rallies.
Get a Blue Moon with
That's
your
exactly
pasta.
what I get as well. Yeah.
Just go to rallies, bro.
Just go to
Dude,
Rallies.
Rallies, I was literally talking about
$5
that
meal
with,
deal,
with
bro.
Megan's family Friday night.
Uh-huh.
Rallies is one of those restaurants that or fast food joints that if you eat it once every like couple months, it slaps.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
But if you eat it more than once in a couple months span, you're gonna feel like dog shit
Oh, yeah.
for a week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah,
just
big time.
sits on you, and
Big
it's
time.
like
It sticks like a rock.
I love it.
So
After
good.
after the Halloween
fries, bro.
after the Halloween party, was it last weekend?
At my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keenan and I went out with Nate and Nate,
yeah.
Mary, and all and Brian. We went to Louisville on the way back. he was driving and I got real drunk because Mary freaking forced liquor down my throat.
Nice.
She would.
She would. She was calling me out. She's like, you're a bitch if you don't finish that. And I'm like, oh, fuck you, Mary. And I'm starting to down him. And this drink was like, imagine like the cup, like this is the top of the cup here. It was like ice and liquor up to here and that much Coke.
Nice.
It was terrible. It was awful. And so we went back and we had rallies. And I'll tell you what, drunk rallies was the best food I have ever had.
Was
I
it the night
swear.
I thought you all were breaking into my car?
Yes, because we
It was them?
Yeah.
Dude, Brandon woke up. I woke up the next morning. He was like, bro, there was someone fucking around with my car last night. And I looked outside and I just heard people talking and then they just sped off out of the driveway. There
It was
someone
weird
fucking-
as fuck.
And I was like, Jesus
Are we
Christ.
trying to get in Keebler's car?
We weren't. Keenan
you
was parked
doing?
next to Keebler parked his car down below,
Yeah.
and Keenan was parked down there by him.
So I thought they were
So-
getting in my car. They were really
Yeah.
just getting into Keenan's car. And I heard them talking, and it was just a funny coincidence that the moment I opened my blinds up was when they were leaving. So it just
Yeah.
looked like
Oh,
they
it would
were,
have freaked me the fuck
it
out
just
if I
looked
saw
like they
that.
were breaking.
Keebler said he walked out with a machete.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus, what are you fucking fighting, Predator?
we
Two
all,
predators.
all three of us have some type of weapon by our bed. I got a baseball bat next to my bed, and
Yeah.
Brandon's got his
Are
machete.
you all like paranoid?
Yeah.
No. I'm just
Our
ready.
house has had an attempted robbery on it before. You ain't paranoid at all?
Since we moved in?
No. In total. We're
Oh.
the first house off that road.
Oh no, like they
It's
got
easy.
robbed twice whenever my grandparents lived there.
Twice?
Like, it was whenever they weren't there.
I thought it was just one time.
Or
Now he's even more
wait,
paranoid.
no, it was just once. It was just once.
Because you said your parents rolled up on them, right?
Yeah, it was a long.
Imagine if
How did
a
that go?
fucking-
What happened?
They just took they took dumb shit. Like they took an electric blanket.
No,
that's the
what
only
is
thing
an
I-
electric
what happened when
blanket
your parents
do?
rolled up?
It's warm.
What happened when your What happened when your parents rolled up?
They just ran out and left.
It's warm.
What do you? Were they on foot?
No, like they hopped in their car and left.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude,
like I said, I was really young. I don't
The
even know if I
day
was born
somebody
yet.
tries to break into our house now,
Oh, they're gonna get fucked.
oh, they're gonna get the fuck beat.
especially
out
if
of
we're
them.
there.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I want to make a statement. If somebody tries to rob my house, I want to have a 6-shooter on my hip.
Yeah.
I want to have it like if somebody pops in, I want to have the belt next to the bed, and I'll be in my fucking pajamas, whip the belt on, and just fucking draw that bitch.
For your home.
Like, put it down, feller.
For your home.
Put it down.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, hold on.
To leave the
Hold on.
premises.
Feller,
So good.
make my fucking day. I dare you.
Did you guys see that one? That dude that got the shit beat out of him by a homeowner when he was breaking into someone's
Bro,
house.
Yeah.
You deserve it if you break
Oh,
into
yeah,
someone.
yeah.
100%.
What kind of scumfuck do you have to be to break into someone else's
Yeah.
house, bro?
Yeah.
Like that's just come on.
Did you know that if someone breaks into your house, so and you can legally like defend your home,
It depends
but
on
if they
the
turn their
state.
back to leave, if they turn your back, then that's if the entry wound shows in their back somehow, then you can be in trouble for shooting them because
Nah,
it's
fuck
almost
that,
like they're
bro.
trying to leave.
Shoot him in the back, flip him over, put another one piece right in the chest, and then be like, I shot him once.
They're gonna be like, why is there
And
a
he
bullet
was
hole in the
down,
floor?
and he tried to fucking get me, so I flipped him over and just pumped one right in his back.
Well, now you said it on this podcast. So
I mean,
you're
but
playing-
Let the
over like a
feds come.
pager.
If a
Plan's
motherfucker
ruined.
breaks in my house and I bust a cap in his
It's
ass,
over,
let
yeah.
the feds show up and fucking tell me I was wrong. Fuck them. Fuck them for like, bro. Y'all motherfuckers choke the dude out with your fucking knees for no reason.
mean,
Don't tell me I
yeah.
can't
Oh my
shoot
God.
somebody
No,
in my
I mean,
fucking
yeah.
living room.
If you
like-
break into somebody's house, like, what do you expect?
Yeah, like.
That somebody's not gonna like their kids are probably there. Their pets and all their shit.
See, I'm too paranoid to go to a new house sometimes because I'm normally like worried I'm gonna go down the wrong fucking driveway. Like I don't even want to go in some
Right.
random
You
person's
gotta be
driveway, let
ballsy
alone
to-
their fucking
So
house.
do I need to stand out front of my new house when you come up the first time?
Maybe I'm probably gonna park on the street.
Can
and
you put
text
some
you saying-
balloons on the mailbox?
Yeah, do
Like,
that.
Oh,
do that. Do
yeah,
that. Do
for
that.
sure. It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
do
do
that
it for one
and
of
freak
my
Megan
parties.
out. Be like,
Megan, I'm
yeah, I
pregnant.
wonder. Well, we can't give away the joke because Megan does watch. She confirmed last night that she watches the podcast
She
because
did confirm.
it was like
Oh, God.
LT was saying to her, he was like Megan, we're in a weird phase right now. We're in an odd phase of Liquor Johnny is in full scale at this point
love
in
it.
life. Liquor Johnny is here. And she's like, I know. Y'all said it on the podcast the other day. And I was like, oh my gosh, she watches
That's
it.
nuts, bro.
Yeah, she watches it. I think Mondays when she works.
Yeah.
It's like she puts it in her.
She's like,
And
time for the
you
most
all
boring
are
2
in
hours of
some
my week.
shit.
We're in some shit.
She is gonna be gathering you motherfuckers for a talk
What are you talking
Is it
about?
for the
for the bachelor party.
For the
And
bachelor
because
party?
of what
talking
you-
about?
Yes.
What are you talking? We're not gonna do anything terrible.
She said, "I heard Keebler say I want her to define the lines so we can cross the ones she didn't define."
My, if it isn't the ramifications of my own words. Listen.
Can we do a podcast on the bachelor party?
we
Like,
probably
can we do
will.
one?
We
I will
are
do it.
At least make it like a
professional
little video.
tightrope
Dude, I'm
walkers.
down.
That's all I'm saying. We're professional tightrope walkers.
We'll
You
do
know,
what we gotta do to do
We
it.
won't take one fucking step over that line.
And Megan, we stand
right?
by
We won't.
our phrase of whatever you say, it'll just be like
Whatever
a half
she
step
says,
further.
Go. She's the boss.
Whatever the line is, it's
She's
just
the
a
boss.
half step further.
I
Just
can't,
a
I can't wait for
smidgen.
this big talk.
Well, okay. We'll probably,
They're gonna get some shit.
we'll balance it out. In some places, we'll take a half step over. In some places, we take a half step back, and then it all
And it
balances
evens
out.
out. It evens
you know?
out. It evens
You
out.
know,
It's like,
but
I mean-
nothing too.
You expect us to drink on this bachelor party, right? I mean, you can't walk a straight line if you're drunk.
Well,
'cause-
We forgot.
It's gonna be.
Forgot.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
You didn't say this. You didn't say this specifically. She's gonna have like a whole.
You
she's gonna
said
have a
he
whole
couldn't have
presentation.
strippers in the cabin, but you didn't say we couldn't have a stripper at the golf course and have
What
a
if-
tea in her ass and drive the ball off.
What if they're strippers just for us and not strippers for you? How about that? Because that's different, right?
That's different?
Yeah.
I
right.
feel
And
like
what if
that's
you-
allowed.
What if you accidentally saw one on the way to the kitchen to go get another beer? Or
I don't think the
something?
problem
You
is
know,
me seeing one.
well,
I don't
I
think
mean,
that's the problem.
What would the what you know what? We'll probably have to just talk with Megan about this
Oh yeah,
because
we're gonna
she's the boss here.
It's all speculation.
It's all speculation until then.
Speculative.
We don't want to speculate on what you know. We want to be thinking green lights are red lights and red lights are green lights.
podcast
you know?
for everyone except Megan. So anyone who's watching except Megan, we'll get back with you on what's gonna go on.
Yeah, we'll let y'all know. But it's gonna be a good time. Clean,
Well-
wholesome family fun.
I can't lie. I'm honestly excited to go golfing if we end up going to like Gatlinburg. Or
Oh,
something.
dude,
That would
the
be
golf
fun.
course out in
Get teed up.
Gatlinburg is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
No matter where we go, I want to play golf. We don't
Yeah.
have to go to Gatlinburg. I mean, obviously, you all are planning it, but the course in Gatlinburg is fucking fire. Like, hitting golf balls in the mountains is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Plus, having cabins, like, the cabins are fucking cool. You know, whatever. Don't care.
It's gonna
I
be a
don't care.
Hell of a time, my brother.
I think it will be a fun time, and
Yeah.
we are less than a year out from it. So,
The bachelor party or the wedding?
the wedding and the bachelor party.
When were you guys planning on doing
Less
that?
than
In October of next year.
October.
damn.
A little over
Coming
a
down a
year.
pipe.
That means we got. Let's see. I would think probably somewhere around.
After
August
Christmas
or
is when I'm gonna do the
September.
thing where I make the group chat and then cut myself out of it.
We would probably
How?
want to plan for like
I was
August-ish.
gonna say, how early do you do a
Usually
bachelor
like a
party
month or
before
two.
the wedding? Because I
I'm-
thought in movies they're like, oh, you do it like the day before or some
No,
shit.
fuck
Oh,
we
that.
no, we
Fuck
can't. We
that.
can't do
I
that.
mean,
Fuck
I
that.
don't know. I've never been a groomsman or whatever the fuck the word.
Usually it's like a month or two
Groomsmen.
before. Like it's it's within like 2 months from the
Oh,
wedding.
Well, I
Okay.
remember one of the.
Close enough that if there's damage caused, there's time for you to patch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Okay.
one wedding I was in for one of my college buddies, they went to Vegas. I ended up not going because it was going to be like
Yeah.
12. It was going to be like $2,000 a piece. or
Vegas is a
something like
bad
that.
idea.
It was
That's a
crazy
terrible
how
idea.
expensive
One
it
of
was.
us will.
Drunk
And I
white
had-
people and gambling,
Yeah,
not good
You
bedfellows.
will- you
but that
will-
was
Oh.
like
You gotta gamble away your wife.
they did
Hey, I got a wife at home.
could just- we
Let them roll, baby.
Tickets, we could
Put
just-
my wife on
just
black,
drive-
baby.
that, dude.
Mail order bride
we
on black.
Someone will die if we
We
go
aren't
to
gonna go
Vegas.
that
Someone will
far.
die if we go to Vegas. We're not
Yeah, I
going
don't.
to
I Vegas is a bad
We're
idea.
counting
Vegas
that
sounds
out.
Bad
like
idea.
misery.
Vegas might be a little too
That
far
sounds like
anyway.
little too
misery.
I'd love to go to Vegas, just
In another-
not. Yeah, in
Well,
another
that's not-
setting.
The whole point of why I said that was that was like 5 months in advance whenever they did that bachelor party.
Yeah, that's tough, bro.
like it was
Jeez.
very far in advance.
Why would you go to Vegas? I like a destination wedding and bachelor parties. Like I like the idea of a destination bachelor party, but destination wedding, that shit's always been kind of dumb.
Well, it's because you have to. Anybody that you bring to the wedding or want to go to the wedding, it's on their dime to fucking get there.
yeah,
Yeah.
fuck
Like,
that.
that's not cool.
No, that's so not cool.
Like the people that do it where they just take their husband or wife and like
Right.
fucking go and just leave everybody else, that's fine. Like,
That's what
Bachelor
my
party,
aunt
that's different because that's your boys, bro.
that's the boys.
It's
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
vacation. It's
Yeah,
essentially a vacation, if you
vacation
go
at that
somewhere like
point.
that.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
thinking how the best way to do it is like that everybody, all the groomsmen can have a +1 to the bachelor party, but they have to be male. Like you can't be bringing ladies on the bachelor party.
Can we define male?
Definition, please.
a non-birthing person.
I would say I don't know if we want to define that on the podcast.
We'll leave that one for the docs.
So, fuck the Packers, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
fucking
How
suck.
they doing
Trash
today,
ass
bud?
quarterbacks.
How they doing today,
Stink
buddy?
this year, bro.
And all their
That was-
fans can't stand them.
That
Fans are
was
worse than the
Cheeseheads, more like dumb fuckheads.
that was 4 losses in a row, and we lost to the Lions. Here's the thing, though.
Lions aren't that bad, really.
Yeah, but
They
it's just
are
the
one-
humiliation
They
aspect
were
with
1
them
and
being the
6.
Packers.
They were 1 and 6.
Well, now they're
I'm
2
pretty
and
sure
6.
that
But
was
the
their
Bones
record.
are good for Detroit this year.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Bones are good.
Well,
They've had a
correct.
bad start. Well, they
Regardless.
fucked my fantasy raw and hard.
How?
Huh.
I had to trade people away, and when I traded, I had 2 people from. I had my tight end. I'm pretty sure was from Detroit.
Oh, T.J. Hawkinson.
Yes,
He's on the
I had to trade
Vikings
him
now.
out.
Why'd you trade him?
He was trash. He wasn't giving me any. He would never meet his fucking numbers.
Oh, he's on a new team now.
Too little, too late.
Well, my trade actually won in my favor because Ryan wanted Lamar Jackson, and
Oh yeah.
and I was like,
remember
all right, throw me a good tight end in there, and we can talk about it because he had Joe Burrow,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what, Joe Burrow's not a bad trade for Lamar if I get something else in return. And immediately, I play him the week after we traded, stomped his fucking
Oh,
ass.
that's hilarious.
It was great.
That's hilarious. That's trades and fantasy, man. They can be brutal. It'll fuck your whole season.
It pisses me off that fucking John's auto draft team is so far ahead.
He's
Yeah, but the
kicking our
thing is,
asses.
I'm number 1 in the league now.
Really?
After
I
winning
had-
last week, I got
For
more
now.
total points than he does.
We got the same record. He's just got more points.
Yep. Your
How many
boy's
games you
number
lost,
1
or how many weeks you lost?
There's a whole
2?
season left, boys. There's a whole
2?
season.
Is it 2?
because I'm 6-2.
I didn't check I didn't set my roster this week, so I could be getting another loss this week
Well, why didn't you do that?
because
Yeah.
I was too busy worrying about my show.
Pretty sure I'm 2
Okay,
and 6
Taco.
right now. I think I'm 2 and 6. I think I'm down at the bare bones
I
bottom.
mean,
Actually, I know
Let's
Brandon-
pull it up. Let's
I know-
pull it
I
up.
know
Middle of the
Brandon's
pack.
down there
I'm in
too.
the middle of the pack. Late.
Are you?
Trending toward the middle of the pack.
I know. I checked last
I don't
week.
know,
didn't
man.
check
This
week.
year has deterred me back away from fantasy like it did the last time I played fantasy. I just don't like it. I want somebody to do a fucking fantasy NBA league, and nobody ever wants to do it.
I just feel like fantasy football is
Oh,
the
yeah,
fantasy thing. I
I'm
feel like no
I'm
one
ninth of
ever
12.
Fantasy NBA is so much fun, though. I did one season and had a fucking blast, and then they quit doing it.
Like
so-
I'll do it. I'll do it if you make one. I mean, it's too late now, isn't
It's
it?
too
or,
late. Yeah, it's too
or
late.
you?
Yeah, oh, it's
you
definitely-
could
What's
just
your
make
name? LT?
Sex toy for the terminally ill.
God, classy.
You know,
Yes.
after I asked you, I knew exactly what team
Yeah.
it was, and I was like, I should not have asked him that because
I mean, you saw the profile picture.
For the terminally ill.
Yeah, it's got
For the
King.
terminally
who's
What-
Ryan
what's
eats
the-
ass?
Why can
Ethan.
terminally ill people not have sex toys?
No, I mean it's just you don't see it.
You don't.
Too
Yeah,
often.
you're not gonna see it. It's a sex toy. That's for private bedroom occasions.
No,
The terminally ill got to bust a nut too.
I could support that. Yeah.
Well, the whole thing is the profile picture. Y'all saw that. It's fucking King Dong.
King Dong.
King Dong is the perfect profile picture for every occasion. And nobody ever takes it down because it's a shadow, and like none of the algorithms ever pick it up.
It's just abstract enough.
It's just far enough out that it toes the line to where the fucking algorithm doesn't pick it up.
Not bad.
Well,
Not bad.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, you really can't.
One of our buddies' profile pictures was on Xbox was the Pikachu, where it has the shadow of the dick on his forehead, and it got fucking taken down, but my King Dong did.
That
Really?
Christ.
Yeah, that sucks.
Right now, my projection for this week's game is a 3-point spread, so it could really go either way.
Yeah, I'm
It's a 3-point spread in my opponent's favor,
good.
but I mean, it could go either way, just depending on.
I don't even know who I'm playing this week. I'm not playing any of you, am I?
I don't know.
No.
You're not playing me.
I know I'm probably gonna lose.
I
This
got my
week,
shit
so.
kicked in.
Yeah, I got like 180 points.
I
in a
get my
12-man
shit kicked
league.
in
That was
every
insane.
week.
Fuck.
That's why I hate this shit. I can't stand it. I can't even think of a way to trade out of it. Like, there's no trades to trade out of my
You got any good
situation.
running backs?
No.
I'll trade you one of my 5 starting receivers. I have like
One of
I got
my
DeAndre
one of my
Hopkins,
running backs
Terry
is out
McLaurin,
for the
Stephon
season.
Diggs.
My best running back is out for the season. I don't remember who it is.
Out for the season.
In other news, a couple of the boys in the Schmutz Collective are going to be picking up streaming soon. The Schmutz Collective is coming in hot. We're going to have a bunch of streams for everybody. Every occasion, we're going to have Johnny Will doing his stream.
I'm gonna stream Farming Simulator.
Are you really?
Honestly, I might.
I can't hate on it. I
don't
mean,
hate it.
people will watch it.
I was gonna say I don't hate that idea at all.
You know, I've been watching people stream City Skylines lately.
City Skylines is an
great
incredible game.
That's
It is.
such a great
It
Well,
looks
with,
so much fun.
With our 3 streams, like, a lot of the things that I play, unfortunately, are, like, really mainstream shit. And then Stilger plays a lot of, like, like single-player stuff, and he's just an entertainment human being. Like, he just...
He's constant entertainment.
He secretes entertainment in every way possible. So just watching him, I don't give a fuck what he's playing. He could be watching paint dry and he'd be entertaining.
I'm excited. The run up from
He's like, y'all see that the air bubble right there? I wonder how long it's gonna take to pop.
You want to watch?
He's like, then he'll take a pen and he'll be like, oh.
He'd be a motherfucker. He'd just chuck a ninja star at it.
Oh,
Does he still have that Ninja Star?
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
threw
good.
we threw it around last weekend.
Oh my god.
There's always him with the old shotgun that he's got, the old like double barrel that he's got.
God. Why does he have that?
Dude,
thing?
he's got a fucking like AR looking
he's got
12 gauge now. The mag is like this wide and like this fucking tall.
It's stocky.
It's like half of the gun's width. Just in the mag, and then you put it on there. It's like sticking down this far. You hold down the gun. If I was holding the gun right now, the mag would be around my dick. Like, it is fucking huge.
I love it.
And he doesn't shoot guns. He just gets them because he likes guns. He doesn't even shoot them.
That's the beautiful part about the way
He's a
that
collector.
Stilger carries himself is that he just if he wants something, he just gets it.
Megan
He's-
said it really good last night. He is unapologetically himself, no
yeah.
matter what.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever change that man, and that's the beauty of it. You
beautiful
can't
thing.
change somebody that is so set in their ways.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that all of the ways he's set are fucking hilarious.
I mean, he's got those. What are the little like the things with the big heads?
The pops.
The pops.
Yeah, the
what
pops.
he
He's
got
got
rid of
those.
most.
He's
He got
been getting rid of
most
those.
Oh, really?
I have a lot. He gave me like 30 of them.
Oh my gosh. He seems like lately he's been collecting like the Nerf guns, like all kinds of Nerf guns.
Dude, his
too.
Nerf guns are
Nerf
fire.
guns. Yeah,
He
does
has a
like
shit
Nerf
ton of
guns.
Nerf guns.
Yeah.
And they're fun as shit, I can't
Dude,
lie.
last time I was over at his house, we just started. I think we were shooting you.
You kept shooting me, yeah.
It was you and I think Ethan. Was it Ethan that was
Yeah,
there?
because Ethan takes the guns and then he'll like sneak up on you and just put it right in your fucking face and just let it fly.
Bro,
And like
dude,
anytime
I think I might have shot you in the balls or something. that
anytime
night.
any of you fucks like keep shooting me with it, I take the gun and I put it next to a dog's fucking head because there's so many dogs in there. I'm like, don't make me fucking do it. And still just like, don't do that.
I can hear him too.
Don't do
Don't
that.
do that.
Boo, anal boo.
bad.
Well, What's that? What's that?
friend.
Glass. You're trash with glass.
He does that on every single game we play. He'll pick out whatever gun I'm using, whatever character I'm using.
I said,
and
I've
he'll
heard him say that so many times.
The sniper? You're trash with the sniper.
He's just a walking meme.
He's
bro.
a meme god.
He is a meme
he
god.
is built off of
Built
memes.
so different. The man
I
could have
love
turned
it.
out so worse.
Oh yeah.
So much worse.
Oh yeah.
But I'll be damned if I don't find every waking second of his existence to be
Everything about it.
enjoyable.
Well,
You know, I never really would have imagined me really like hanging out with Stilger from high school. Because I mean, I talked to him every once in a
yeah,
while,
he
but I
didn't
never,
like a lot of people.
never really
No, he
thought
hated
that I
me
would.
the first time.
I
Honestly,
had to
when
work him up to you.
he hated my ass.
when we started
Oh,
hanging out with
God.
him, like after we graduated and stuff, I don't think he didn't like me that much at first either. But
Yeah.
he's someone that's got to warm up to. He's like a.
But you
like a
have to
cat.
warm
Like
up to
cat, yeah.
him too. Like
You got to figure out
Definitely
him.
that degree.
Yeah.
Megan says all the time. She's like, I never would have thought that he would be like one of my favorite people. And she's like, the first time I met him, I was like, oh my god, these are his friends. She's like, but he just grows on you.
He does.
And I'm like, I don't know
He's
what
an
it is,
acquired
but he
taste.
does.
He's
It's
an
true.
acquired
It's true.
He
taste.
does. We love him.
I remember him and I actually used to ride the bus together whenever we were kids.
Yeah, he
Oh,
took to you
yeah.
pretty quick. This guy, on the other hand, he fucking hated him for like almost a month straight of every weekend us hanging out with him. Stilger just fucking hated him. Just hated
He
him.
would tell
Is
me
that
to
when-
shut up and shit. It was so
He would just be
funny.
like, will you shut up?
the fuck up.
Was that when
You and
Pac-Man was
Ryan.
born?
Huh?
You and Ryan.
Was that when
used to
Pac-Man was
shit on
born?
him.
Yes.
He would shit on Ryan way worse than he would
he
on
used
me.
to really
Because he
shit
got
on
cool
Ryan.
with me.
Well,
and
listen,
then
we all
he
shit on
still
Ryan,
hated
though.
Ryan.
I mean,
he still
He
did
still
not-
shits on
Yeah,
Ryan.
He still does.
He likes Ryan now, but back then he was like, I think he liked him back then, but he saw him as an easy ass target.
We all shit on Ryan though. I mean,
He's an
come on, we
easy ass
wrote a
though.
song about
We
him
did
being
write
a
a song
bitch.
about it. We wrote a song about it.
Was
For
there still,
another day.
is there still that hat there that just says "fuck Ryan" on it or whatever?
Uh-huh. It's a NASA hat.
You couldn't pay me to, because he paid Ryan $5 for the hat and then just wrote "fuck Ryan."
He said, Ryan, give me that hat. He's like, no, I'll sell it to you. He's like, $5. Like, oh, okay. Gives it to him. He writes "fuck Ryan" on it. He's like, here, you can have it back.
See, he still could get you with like he's just got those like one-liners or like just those things that he does where it's
Sometimes
just,
he
like,
doesn't even laugh. He'll just fucking say it, and you're like, that may be the funniest thing I've heard all month, and he doesn't even think it's a funny thing.
Oh God, yeah, I gotta go to his house tonight. I gotta go.
I mean,
see
I gotta
him.
help him
gotta
set
go
up the
see him.
stream tonight.
we'll be playing Xbox with him and it'll be like 11:30 at night and we're playing online and he'll just be like, John. I'm like, what, Stilger? And he's like, come over. And I'm like,
over.
no.
Come
No.
over.
Come over.
Every time I talk, like, I'll be literally working from home, and I'll hop on the Xbox party with him,
Uh-huh.
and just to talk, and he's like, Timby, come over.
That's what he kept saying the other day whenever I was over here. And, I was trying to I was downloading shit on my Xbox. And
He would talk through me to tell
He
Jordan
would
to
go-
come over.
He was like, Jordan, come over. I got internet here.
He tries
like,
to-
he's
he
like, I
tries
got
to bribe us
fiber.
with the internet. He's like, yeah, I got fiber. He'll call me and we
Keebler.
Keebstar.
Keebstar.
Killer.
Come over.
Keebstar.
Moral of the story: check out his stream.
Yeah,
Oh,
his stream is
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be-
that whole extended segment.
Please
He's
check
gonna
out his
start
stream. It's
streaming
gonna be
soon.
it's gonna
We'll
be so
see
good.
Start of Stilger streaming to his penultimate
I will be-
cancellation.
Yeah.
We will see how
you
long
got
it takes.
you gotta get him before he's gone.
Get it while it lasts.
It's
'cause
like a
gonna be
doorbuster
hot
sale.
and wet and sticky and in your face.
Everything, all of the above. Will he wear a shirt? We don't know.
I was
It's
like,
50-50
wondering
shot.
about that.
It's like,
Honestly, I hope he
a
doesn't just because
buffet
that'll
of
that'll
entertainment.
add to his
there's
entertainment.
something
Yeah.
for everybody.
Well,
I hope he does cosplay.
with gaming
he
in
doesn't
mind,
need to do cosplay.
what do you all?
cosplay?
He starts doing cosplay.
that'd be hard.
You've been playing Call of Duty recently.
Oh yeah,
yes.
let's jump to the new COD. The
all
new
you all
COD.
you all
We've
had
all
a,
played it, right?
a
No.
good touch
I
of
I
it.
played it here the other
Oh,
day.
you did? Okay.
Yeah.
It's fucking good.
It's pretty fucking good. I can't lie. I like it a lot. It's still pretty glitchy, but
It's like
around
20
the glitches.
2015 all over again. COD's good and Drake is back.
It's
Well said.
Wow.
it is a different world we live in. Post COVID, we've got good Drake and good Call of Duty. I never thought we'd see that again.
And Ye is gone.
Moment of silence for Kanye's career.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence.
That was a
That
brief
is a
moment of
fucking
silence.
bummer, man.
It's a bummer. It
Even
sucks.
worse this week. I mean, what did we? Was the Yeezy thing? Was that this week or was that last week?
Adidas
Yeah.
cutting him.
I
Yeah,
think that was
we
last
talked about
week.
it.
We did. Okay, I didn't. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
if
we
that was
talked
this
about
week
it.
or not. I'm
There's
sure
been,
there was more that happened. I kind of.
Well, it was this week, wasn't it? Wasn't it this week whenever he went to the
Oh,
Skechers
the Skechers
building?
store. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did get kicked out of
Unannounced.
Skechers. That's embarrassing. Also,
Skechers.
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 Just go to
Skechers.
Reebok, bro.
Isn't
Yeah.
fucking Jack Harlow already doing the Skechers thing, or is he? What is
I
he
don't
No,
doing?
he's New Balance.
Well,
I'm
don't
pretty
sleep
sure.
on
New
Skechers.
Balance.
They're-
Because that
New Balance
is
are
fire.
comfy as
New
hell.
Balance is
New
fire.
Balances are nice.
I
wanna
like
get a pair of New
Asics the
Balances.
best. I fuck with Asics. They had the gel lights. They're like the more like designer-ish
You say
ones.
you want some light up shoes?
No. Oh well, yeah.
You want some
Definitely,
twinkle toes?
dude. Yeah, hell yeah.
Everything's
Dude, if I could get the
sparkles.
Heelys that would
Yeah,
light
those.
up when the wheels spun,
Ooh.
or if the wheels would always stay spinning like the ones on the car, but with the Heelys, like tell me that shit wouldn't.
Tough.
You know, it's so strange because
How's the wheel stop, but the rims don't? You know?
Wild.
I still get shocked anytime I see someone with Heelys on. Like yesterday, we walked past a dude with Heelys at the soccer game,
Yeah.
That guy fucks.
and I was just like,
100%.
damn.
That
Yeah.
guy fucks.
If you're a grown ass man with Heelys,
And he was like about our
you're
age, probably.
you're winning.
Well, who was the guy in our class? Was it Caleb?
Yeah. Yeah.
He was pretty good with them Heelys.
Dude.
He was doing little ollies in the hallway and shit.
Oh yeah, he did have those, dude. That was cool. That was very cool.
I can't lie. If I had a pair of Heelys, I'd put them on every single time I was drunk, and I would probably hurt myself.
I would.
Imagine
I
on
could
a
never do it. I
Imagine
never
on a
could do it.
first date.
I never even tried.
Imagine
I
on a
had
first
them.
date, bro. You're like
You-
you're leaving. You get up to go leave. You kiss her goodbye, and you'll wheel out.
You go to a
And
nice
you give
like.
her no indication that you had Heelys on the entire night.
You go to a
beforehand.
restaurant that you had like has a dress code and shit, and then you
Yeah.
dip out and you're like, "See you, baby." I'm fucking out the door. You ain't even got to push the door open. Your foot's already up. You just kick that bitch open and fucking
Your
fly
arms just
out.
stay straight down.
We can all dream of being that cool, but we'll never.
And we'll never
Do you-
reach that.
Do y'all remember like when Heelys like were first coming in and like Walmart said Heelys were not allowed in their store? Do y'all remember that?
I do.
It was
remember them.
almost
I do,
epidemic.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Heelys epidemic.
When was that? Was that like Pokemon Go time, or was
No, that was
Way
much
before.
earlier.
that.
That was
Way
like
before.
we were probably like
Because
9 or
they got
10
mad
maybe.
for Pokemon Go when we would go into Walmart to go try to catch Pokemon.
We were
We
going
went-
everywhere.
That
for
was a
Pokemon Go.
fucking
That was a great
phenomenon.
I
summer.
remember one
That's a
time
great
we went to downtown over there, and that's when Greg lived in downtown.
Yeah.
Because right by the tree there was a
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
there was like a
That.
Pokestop there,
Yeah.
and we went and we were like we kept calling Greg like Greg come outside, like all of us were just blowing him up, and he finally just got pissed off enough and just came outside and just hung out with us.
Yeah, you actually ended up coming and
I
walking around
thought
with us.
he comes outside and he just immediately moonses.
He did, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't there somebody walking past on the opposite side of the road?
It was like hella late too. It was like
Yeah.
11:30
'Cause we
or
were
12.
by
But
the-
so many
we were by
people
the
were doing it
tree.
all
Yeah.
during
We were
that
by
time.
one tree and I pissed on it. You guys were mad at me, right? Weren't you all?
I wasn't mad. I thought it was fun.
Was it the tree that I think?
Yeah.
The
His
Pokemon
house.
Go thing was like,
like-
the same exact time. Do y'all remember that fall that there was a bunch of fucking clowns just running around
Yes.
fucking terrorizing people? That was the same
That was
time as
overblown.
Pokemon
That was
Go.
so over. That was
What do
the
you mean it
same
was
summer though.
overblown?
I didn't see any clowns.
I saw one.
Where?
Did you really?
Jeffersonville.
You saw a clown just walking around? Just went in the night lurking?
After I got off work at night.
What?
Yeah, there was one. There was one
What
at
were
the
they
end of the where Ryan works now. It was the same place.
For real?
That's so
Yeah, I pulled out of the
strange.
parking lot, and he was sitting at the corner of that that T of the road, and that's a fucking main highway.
All right, I
And
stand corrected.
He's just sitting there, and he had a knife in one hand and two balloons in the other.
That's awesome, dude.
What even caused people to start doing
Was
that
that because
That was a
that's
weird
when
summer.
It came out?
I think what
Like
happened,
the remake of It?
I think it
listen.
started out as there was a couple people doing it for like as an ad that the new It remake was coming out, and then people started doing it like to be some fuckheads and just started like doing that shit. And then there was people going out at night doing the Pokemon Go shit, so it was a perfect storm of just like fuckery.
Yeah.
And
Whole lot of late night fuckery.
yeah, I got into
Red.
Pokemon Go for a bit, and then I was like, I have to go places to play this game. That is the dumbest shit.
It was good for the summer, but then after the summer,
I didn't want to waste gas to go fucking do this Pokemon
Well, it was
shit.
good because like Blank Face had just came out, so we would like bump that shit.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
we'd be at John's house, we'd be bumping Blank Face, and we'd be like, all right, head down to the.
Gotta
you
go get
know,
a Charizard.
I bet you my parents
We'll
were
go
like
to Charizards.
thinking that we were like up to just some crazy shit. We're like, Mom,
No,
we're
I
gonna go
mean,
play
really, we're literally
Pokemon.
playing
We really
Pokemon.
weren't. Yeah, we were just walking around playing Pokemon.
Well, see, here's the nice part about it though. Like whenever I lived in Terre Haute, I actually ended up re-downloading it, and I would just fuck around like on campus and stuff. Because I remember
Right.
Alex re-downloaded it too. Whenever him and I lived together.
I only
And
liked it.
whenever everything's actually within walking distance, it's more fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I bet that was nice.
Living like right on campus, how we did and stuff.
Yeah.
When I first got into IT stuff at Prosser, I started. There was a guy that was there that was really good at programming, and I started fucking around with a game that had like GPS tracking on it, kind of like a Pokemon Go thing. And then when I got to my first job out of high school, there was a guy that had made a game, so I was like, I had the idea of, because I was really into The Walking Dead at that point, and have like a Walking Dead game that was GPS tracked, where there was like safe points, and at those safe points, when you got there, you would collect from that, and then like you'd have to go back out in the apocalypse and like do shit there with the stuff you collected. And we had like a beta version, really rough cut. I've still got it on my computer if I can still run it at Windows 11, but like. And then Pokemon Go hit, and I was like, there's no point in me even fucking putting this out now.
Damn.
Because it is going to fucking go by the wayside. And then AMC fucking made one that was Walking Dead branded, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I could have fucking got in on that cheddar.
Well,
I remember you talking about like when you were making that. I do remember
Still
that.
put it out.
Fucking,
You
I
should
put a
finish
lot of
it, put it
effort into
out.
that. It's very archaic in
Fuck it.
today's terms.
Fuck it.
I mean, shit, that was 2016.
Who
Like,
gives
that
a shit?
was...
Why not?
I remember they did have this one game. It was like a fitness app that was like that. You put in the headphones and you listen to it, and you're supposed to be like on a run. Like you do it while you listen to it whenever you're running, and like eventually like you start hearing like zombies run up behind you. Then you have to run faster, and it like tracks like how fast you're running and stuff.
Jesus.
I thought it was kind of a good idea, but I never ended up using it too much.
Yeah, I obviously don't run, so... I don't know. I always wanted to make a game, and I did make that game. I made one when I was in, because I started out in the programming class in Prosser, and I made one called Mario Gat Bros. And it was the normal source code for Mario Bros, but I put in some of the Doom assets on it,
What?
and like it was really fucking bad. But they let me upload it to one of those Flash game websites, and I've been trying to find it, but I can't find it. I don't have the code for it anymore. It was on
Damn.
like 2 computers before now, but like it's on a Flash website somewhere, and I want to find it.
If
It's like,
someone can find that,
if you can
That'd
find
be sick.
Super Gat Bros,
drop the link.
dude, I'll
Drop the link in
fucking
the
I'll pay
comments.
you. I'll pay you. to
Free
find that.
merch.
I'll throw you a fucking free T-shirt if you find it.
Free
I bet you.
t-shirt
I
and a
bet you could
shout
tell.
out.
I bet you could tell Patty, and he would.
I guarantee
he
you
would
Patty would go
probably.
hard to try to find that.
He honestly, I feel
Why
like Patty would
of
be.
all people?
Patty's
does
actually.
shit like that.
He's
He does?
he's good at like detective type shit like that.
Of course.
plus,
he's
I mean,
like,
oh,
he
you know
like-
what? All right,
He,
I
well,
can
he just
see
likes.
that.
I just feel like he just likes doing shit like that too.
Unspoken.
If you ask him to do something,
Patty's pretty fucking fire at COD too.
Yeah, he
I
is.
We
definitely
played with
believe
him
that.
the other night. He's pretty fucking good.
Really?
He's good at
So,
COD.
wait,
He's
come
good at
over-
Fortnite.
He come over here.
I haven't played Fortnite with him.
He's really good at Fortnite.
I played Fortnite with him when we did the big group of people just killing each other, like the private match. But I've never actually played.
We played
Fortnite
with Richard too.
dude.
does Richard have an Xbox?
No, he was
he was playing on Switch.
playing on Switch. And he was playing,
He was playing on the
cross-play
Switch,
with
but
us.
he got like the Microsoft
the app
like
on the phone.
the app,
to talk
yeah,
to us.
and
yeah.
he just put his headphones
had a
into his
lot of
phone
fun.
and hopped in the party.
Yeah,
on
that
it.
was
that's
one.
smart.
That was 100% the most fun I've had on Fortnite ever. Like
I believe that.
we had I think
Eight
8 or
people.
9.
Wait, 8 people.
8
Damn.
people in a really tiny map that had just a ton of loot and guns and like heals and all that, and we did no builds. There was builds, but we made a pact of like nobody build, and it was so much fun. It was just fucking fun as shit. We did it for probably like 2.5 hours.
Oh, it was awesome.
We just kept adding people in.
We came up with some wild strategies. Like there's the one where like you can be in the orb, right? And it'll shoot like the suction cup and it'll like kind of like draw you to that. So I would just, at the very beginning, I would hop in the orb and I would just fly around the map.
Yeah.
And then what I would do is I would go to where, like, wait till it was like one person left and I would shoot like on the other side of the person where it was sucking the orb towards them. I'd jump out of the orb.
Fling them across the
Fling them,
fucking
and I
map.
just start jumping.
That's smart.
And they wouldn't be able to get back to the circle in time. It was
awesome.
It was so much fun.
It was awesome.
But
Is it all people you guys knew, or is it random people?
it was all we knew. It was
Oh,
everybody
nice.
we knew.
You need to get Fortnite on your Xbox.
I'm probably not going to.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I
It's actually
understand
really good
it's
now.
got a stigma against it, but like,
I still have
playing
no
it,
internet.
I just don't like the cartoonies.
I get it.
either.
I get it. But playing it with friends, like Stilger hates it more than all of you combined. But he will play it if we have a big group of people playing.
Yeah,
and he
but-
loves it.
Hey, I tell you what, we need to hop on those For Honor. I started playing that again yesterday.
I like it.
We need to
It
build a
just
Minecraft
doesn't-
world.
What you need to get, you
already
have
have
Game
one.
Pass, get Chivalry 2.
That game ended up being fun.
Chivalry 2, me and Stilger played it the other day. It is so much fun. You can
Really?
pick up any weapon off the battlefield and you can throw any weapon. So like the giant war axe, I just kept hucking it at people.
What?
And like if you throw your sword, it throws it like a javelin. I stuck one in a dude's head and he didn't die. I went and pulled it out of him and fucking stabbed him with it.
What is this game?
Chivalry 2.
What even is it?
It's 64 versus 64, giant fucking battle, first person with swords, bows. It's like you're
What?
sieging a castle, and the other team is defending the castle.
Yeah.
And there's different classes. You have the bow, you have the guy with the war axe, you have a knight who has more armor but he's slower, and you have a foot soldier who's like faster and more agile. And like there's once you get a certain ways into it, there's like cavalry. I'm good. Where you spawn on a horse and you have that big fucking stick and you just run at people and fucking stab them with
Javelin.
it. Or
Jousting.
Jousting.
It's a
It's
a
that
javelin.
fucking
Is it a
jousting
javelin?
stick. And he
I like jousting
just
stick
fucking
better.
yak.
You know what jousting? Fuck javelin, jousting stick. Yeah.
Whatever it is. And like
This sounds
you
like a
can do
pretty
a-
fun game.
oh my
I'm
God,
gonna
it's
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say
much
I kind of
fun.
want to down.
it is so
sounds
much fun.
You know
And
what game I miss playing though?
What?
What was that pirate game that we used to play?
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Oh, that game did seem fun.
It was pretty fun, honestly. It was
It's
it was
fun.
fun for a couple of days, and then you got really like old. It's not fun to play by yourself.
No,
it sucks to play by
there's
yourself.
no like building. Or not building, but like there's no like building up a character. There's only skins. You can't get better weapons. Once you get the weapon, that's the only weapon. Once you get the pistol, it's just the pistol. You can't get a better pistol. You can get a pistol that looks different. That's it. And
Yeah, I don't
it's
know
like
that.
it's not. But some of the fucking camaraderie that happens when you're playing it, that's the fun part. Like fucking our ship was sinking and what did we do? We lit the bottom on fire and we were like sitting in flame water and there was like zombie fucking pirates on the top deck and we would just go out and hit one and go back into the fire, go out, hit one, go back into the fire.
I remember our ship was sinking, and we were like, oh, well, we're not going to be able to make it to shore without, like, this shark or whatever getting us. So we just went up on the top as high as we could go out of the water. We just started playing the instruments.
Yeah, because you can
As
play
we were-
instruments. And Stilger refused if we were on his ship and it would sink. He's like, I got to go down with my ship, and he would just like die and lose all of his shit
A captain goes down with this shit.
Yeah.
That's what he'd say. He'd say the captain goes down with his ship, and then
I think if we streamed that, that would be fun.
it would be fun to stream that.
So I got
We
off
should
on
try
that
to
too. That's on
stream that.
Game Pass, isn't it?
It is on Game
Yeah.
Pass.
Shit, yeah, I can
It is on
pop over to
Game
one of your guys'
Game
house.
Pass,
You know,
the
a whole bunch of
greatest
people.
fucking deal in gaming history. Fucking
It's a great,
beautiful.
great
specimen.
deal. Yeah.
Is it only 3-player?
Co-op,
I
is
think
it?
it's 4. I think it's 4.
Oh.
4? Okay.
I think
Nice.
it's 4.
Because I know we only played with 3. It was me, you, and Stilger.
Yes.
Because we would LAN party it here. Because when we were coaching, we would LAN party every like
Yeah.
Sunday here.
Yeah. And we would play Sea of Thieves. We played Rainbow Six Siege a lot.
All the time.
Yes.
I need
Which
to
I
download. I need to
still love.
download that
It's
too.
so much
So
fun.
That game is
fucking
fun.
good, dude.
That's like still my favorite first-person shooter ever. Like
It's
I've
best
never
if
had
you-
more
see that.
fun.
It's best if you can get a LAN party going
Yeah, if
for
you
that.
get
yeah.
squads.
If you can get a squad of 5 in the
Full
same room,
squad,
Yeah.
so much
That's the
fun.
We
time
easily
when the game
could,
is
no.
best.
Like,
We got
easily
enough
could.
people with Xboxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, we could all go to Stilger's later.
Well, I'm saying the weekend that I can have a little game night soon. Just everybody have your Xboxes and we'll fucking throw down some Siege.
Are you gonna have good
boy.
enough internet at any place?
Will you have internet?
God, I
Fingers
hope so.
crossed.
Well,
Well,
day
it's
one that I
in
have the
town,
keys
so
is Tuesday, and I'm gonna call in the internet and hopefully have it by next weekend, and the weekend after that is when we're gonna do a little LAN party.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
But even we had a full squad of COD Search and Destroy the other day, still didn't hit the same as a Rainbow Six Siege.
I believe
Don't get
that.
us wrong, it was
Mistakes in
fun.
Rainbow
It was
Six.
fun.
It was great.
super fun, but nothing touches a full squad in Siege.
Well, see, I'm not the biggest fan of Call of Duty, but I do think Rainbow Six is like
On the
It's
next,
very deliberate.
It's a great
slow.
game. Like, it's
Like your
much
wall
more
peaks.
It's strategic. It's a lot more
Yes.
strategic.
if
than Call
we're
of
if we're
Duty is.
streaming and we've got 5 people, we need to do what we used to do, where we all pick our mains to ban.
Yes.
We all have to pick our mains
for
to
everybody
ban.
listening at home and Jordan that has not played, so at the beginning of every unranked match or ranked match, there's a ban phase for maps. So each team gets to ban a map, and then each team gets to ban an attacker operator and a defender operator.
Okay.
So what we did for fun is when all 5 of us did it, everybody would pick their main character that they use, and since there's only 1 vote for each, it'll randomly pick between them. So then one person's main gets banned, and then they have to play as somebody else. And it was really fun.
It was really Keebler got fucked a lot.
Frost got banned like 90% of the
Bro,
time.
people hate Frost. That's why I stopped using Frost. I
Yeah.
started using Rook.
Well, Frost ain't even really that OP. She just got that. She's got a bear trap that she
Frost
puts
isn't-
down,
Frost is an OP.
but it's basically a 1-hit kill.
I think whenever I played, I used Frost too.
Frost is a really easy one to like.
Well,
get
Keebler
in.
doesn't like it anymore, so you can use that as your
We'll
main.
see.
Who is your defender? Who's your main
Rook.
defender?
Nah.
Rook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you put the armor
I like the
packs
armor
down.
packs because they're so fucking useful, dude.
Wasn't Rook the guy with the riot shield and the rocket launcher?
No, that's
No.
Montaigne.
Oh, that's right.
Montaigne is the me and Stilger strat of like, he has Montaigne who has a riot shield.
Yeah.
And then I have Glaz who has a thermal scope, so I put smoke grenades on him.
Yeah, I remember Glass too. He was
He
good.
pushes through with the smoke grenade, or he pushes through with the riot shield. I throw smoke behind him, and I peek around his shield and fucking pick people off. And it works
so
a lot.
brutal.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
I like using. I'll either go between Castle or Capcan.
Capcan's pretty
Capcan
good.
is good, especially because like after I die, I'll sometimes still get kills. Because if they walk through one of the, and it's just a matter of like where you're putting them, where you think you're gonna.
I think
Yeah.
the way that you've been going away from castle is good, just for the fact is if we have a castle every round, somebody's going to end up switching characters to make it to get past those castle walls. So
Yeah.
then when we don't have a castle one round, they're just going to be busting through walls. Then you've got Capcan, bop,
Right.
blow them.
Because they'll just switch to a sledge.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and then
yeah.
just bust through. But seriously, what a fucking fun game. That game's
a
been
great
out for
game.
almost 7 years now.
It has been around for
And
a while.
it's still,
And it's still so
popping
great.
off.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
I'm-
still one
I
of the
didn't even
top.
start
I'm wondering when
playing
they're
it.
gonna make like a new like Rainbow Six Siege style, because they have the Rainbow Six
Quarantine.
Extraction or whatever.
Yeah, Extraction.
The newest one.
They changed it to Extraction because COVID hit when they were developing it. It was supposed to be Rainbow Six Quarantine.
Oh
and then
jeez.
COVID hit and they were like, "Ooh, we gotta change the name."
Wasn't that the
Yeah.
one where it was like aliens or
It's
something?
aliens,
It's
yeah.
like
Is it
aliens,
aliens?
and it has the same like mechanics as Siege, but you're not playing against players, and it
My
God, it got boring.
my
Really?
my brother, my boss, and my boss's boss, all like we all play Xbox together a lot, and he my boss was telling me, he was like trying to get me to play Extraction. Is that what it is?
Extraction.
He was trying to get me to play Extraction with him, and honestly, I don't think you could go from Siege to Extraction very well, because it would be too boring.
Yes.
But I think someone could definitely go from Extraction to Siege and love it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
then it's
yeah.
like instant
Yeah.
action all the time. Like,
Siege is just every like second feels precious in Siege.
oh yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
And like you don't want to be the first dead, and it's also like being a 1 on 3 in COD and Search. Like you have probably like a 50-50 shot of like pulling it off.
Yeah.
In Siege, if you pull off a 1v3, you're a fucking god.
Yeah.
Like that does not happen very
Hell
often.
no.
Like in COD, the other
You've
night,
clutched it a couple
especially
times,
if you're-
LT. I've seen you clutch it a couple
Well,
times, man.
especially if it's
tried.
1-on-3 and you're the attacking and you're the one,
yeah,
then you're
that's
fucked. There's no way you're gonna make it
it's so
out.
tough
Yeah.
on the attacking end. On the defending end, you get kind of lucky, but with the attacking end, you can have somebody with a lot more high-powered weapons and high-powered abilities, but you are having to go to them. That's the thing with Siege versus Call of Duty is search and destroy can be a glorified TDM. It can be
Yeah.
a team deathmatch. The bomb doesn't really matter. Which in Siege, if you kill all the defenders, the round's over. But you as an attacker, you have to push, and the defender has to defend. They can't get out of the house. They can't leave the house. And if they do, they're immediately shown to every attacker exactly where they're at if they leave the house. And so the attackers are forced to attack. They're forced to push the defending point. On Call of Duty, you can fucking disregard that shit entirely and just go for kills, which
Yeah.
most people do.
Yeah.
And Siege is one of those that like
People want the win in Siege.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
nobody
give a
gives
fuck
a
about the
fuck
kills.
about the kills.
No,
You
hell
want the
no.
dub.
I'd rather
and-
catch a dub and not get a kill in the
Oh
whole
yeah,
game.
and just have an
sure.
influence on it. There's sometimes that I've gotten 0 kills, but like some of my cam callouts were like crucial shit.
Yeah.
and I felt perfectly fine with that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just so different than the
It's
average
more
shooter.
team oriented too. Like you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to work together.
The communication is huge.
It's
Yeah.
great for
Sure.
someone like me who's an NPC in all video games that I play,
That
because
game you're not bad at.
well,
You've top
Yeah,
fragged
you're
in that
good,
game
bro.
multiple times.
Yeah, you're
I,
fine.
don't- I haven't been on the top in that game before.
In Siege?
You literally our
Anytime-
last LAN
Bro,
party you were.
You have.
Our last LAN party we had, you were top
You're-
fragged twice.
You were just fine in Siege.
I don't think I was.
You were
but
just fine in Siege.
We'll go with it.
Well, I'll tell
like-
you, you're trash at the other games.
Oh,
but-
I'm
but
100% like
Siege
Fortnite,
not.
Fortnite and COD, Warzone. Oh, I'm ass. I am ass. The new COD, I don't think
COD,
I'm
you're getting
as
better.
bad,
You're getting better.
but
I think honestly, you've taken traits from Siege over to Search, and I think I did the exact same thing because the last time I really got into Search was before Siege was even a thing.
Yeah.
So now that I've played Siege, I kind of play Search and Destroy kind of with that tactic, and I feel like it's made me better at it.
OG Modern Warfare 2 Search and Destroy, that was the tits, bro.
I don't think I ever played that.
Shoo.
I never played
Warfare 2,
online.
Modern Warfare
Man, that
3
was the
was
best
great.
way to rank up because you
I
got
did like those
500
games.
XP for each kill.
I didn't play
I
online
rarely played
anything
online.
For
until
what?
COD Modern Warfare 2. Rarely
What?
played online.
Dude,
I played Modern Warfare
best
3.
I didn't
lobbies
have
of-
internet.
That was the
Yeah.
best lobbies of any video game I've ever played in my life. The lobbies were so fucking disgustingly toxic.
Toxic.
I heard things there that I will never hear again.
Well, you think that we've been going into game chat on the new COD.
just to
Dude,
be toxic.
it is despicable. And there's times that if we win and we have a full squad on search, we will all switch to game chat and just start screaming obscenities.
So
So
what?
we-
so
well,
what-
we had- we
so
pulled
can
off
you
a-
talk in between games to the other
Yes.
team.
We pulled off.
You can.
It-
For how
Oh,
long? For
God.
in between, like whenever the game pre-game lobby and in between rounds.
really?
Yeah, you can talk to
That's
the
a
other guys.
mistake.
that
We,
is-
that is a mistake.
Yeah.
The other day, like I
We
think
pulled a
2
comeback from
weeks.
hell.
Yeah, we pulled
For real.
off like a 5-1.
It was a 5-1.
It's a game to 6, right? We pulled
On
off
what?
a 5-1
On Search?
On Search,
Yeah.
we won 5 straight games,
Damn.
5 straight rounds.
They talked shit in between every fucking round.
Really?
They
did.
kept talking mad
That's mad
shit.
funny.
So
And
we had
what-
to hop in and
Well,
fucking go at
one
it.
of our buddies had a had the soundboard. He had a soundboard.
hooked up, so he was like, every
Oh my
time we
gosh,
get around, what are you doing, step bro?
Step.
Like, just some random shit like that.
So funny.
The camaraderie from old school Call of Duty is back heavily, and I think it
Good.
makes it so much more fun. Like,
It
Good.
definitely does.
and honestly, I haven't heard anything fucking racist yet, which is great. We've evolved to just call each other just awful names that don't like do
Good.
directly to a certain
Non-
group of
non-
people.
And just
Racially
talk about all the
motivated bad
heinous things that they do to your mothers and stuff like
See,
that. You know,
that's
Yeah,
perfectly-
that's
You got there
perfectly
you go.
fine. That's
Cod is
perfectly
back.
fine. I want them to talk about my mother so that then I can do a turnaround and fuck them up and be like, well,
Well, I feel
had to
like
throw
you
your
go.
mom to the side
go,
so I
buddy.
could son you.
You're
like,
a tough one to
go,
talk
buddy.
shit to because I feel like anytime someone talks shit to you, you turn it on. Because like every time
Turn it up.
like you and I would play 2K or something, and it would be a close game, or I'd start like kind of whopping you or something. I'd start talking a little bit of shit, and then it'd be like that lean forward moment.
that
and then
just
you just turn
happened.
it.
That just happened a couple
It
days
did.
ago.
You know, that's kind of why I was.
that's
fresh
You know,
in my
I
mind.
found out how to get in LT's head in certain games like that, like when we're playing the show or 2K.
Oh,
Oh,
you
the
compliment him.
No, I'll be like, yeah, that was pretty good. Like, yeah, that was pretty good. Like,
Oh yeah, when he compliments me, I fucking hate it.
like, oh,
Don't
nice
fucking
move.
compliment
Like, it's like,
me.
oh, nice move, nice move, and he gets
like-
so pissed.
He'll be
so
like,
funny.
"Damn, bro, I ain't never seen nothing like that. That was cool." And I'm like, "Fuck you, fuck you."
I'd rather people talk shit to me than
Really?
compliment me because I remember.
Learn to accept a compliment.
Dude, I
bro.
remember whenever like Alex and I first met, like him and I kind of like became friends over playing FIFA whenever we got paired together for dorm stuff. And we would be playing FIFA, and he would get like a yellow card by slide tackling me from behind or something like that. He'd be like, "Oh, my bad, I'm sorry."
Like, no,
Or
don't do
like,
that.
I would score a goal. He would be like, "Oh, that was a really good shot." And I don't even think he was doing it strategically. I think he was just trying to be nice because he didn't know me that well. But I remember at one point I was just like, "Dude, stop! Why do you keep talking
Dude,
like
Talk
that?"
shit to me.
The key is if you're winning, you're better than them. If they're winning, they're cheating. That's the key. That's the key.
Absolutely.
The game is screwing you at that point.
The
game
most
is
fun,
the game's rigged.
the most fun game to fuck with LT on though, Mario Superstar Baseball. We were talking about this the other day. Jordan and I were.
That is funny as hell.
I've never seen a grown man get so mad at a Mario game that he
Yeah.
knocks the remote at the wall.
We
You're a grown
were
man.
so just to give you some background on this, Keeper.
Oh,
So
I was going to tell them. I've
we
heard this story.
okay. So LT and I are playing Mario Superstar Baseball. We used to play this game when we were kids all the time.
All the time.
Like
I
all
wore
the time.
out my disc.
Dude, all the time. So
Wasn't what I thought you
we
were gonna say.
we decided that hey,
I
we
wore
were
out my
gonna
dick.
hey, we're gonna break this out. We're gonna start playing this again. Like okay, so we do a draft style. So it's like 1 pick, 2 picks, 2 picks, 2 picks, 2 picks, 1 pick, kind of like
Snake.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep,
snake
yep,
it. So we draft our teams and LT and I are like kind of he's talking shit at the beginning. I'm like
I have to talk shit. We're playing.
and I'm like, hey man,
Have to.
hey man, let's have some fun. Let's do this. Like, let's have some fun. Like, and he's like, fuck you.
Fuck you. I hope you have no fun.
So he is this,
Anytime somebody puts GG in the chat, I put not GG. Every fucking time. I don't want them to be nice to me. Don't be nice. Be fucking mean. That's what gaming is for. Be an asshole. It's so much more fun.
so we're playing this one game, right? And so in this game, you can. I don't know if it was it wasn't the new one. It was the original one, right?
It was the GameCube
Oh,
one.
It was the
yeah,
GameCube one.
I don't play
So
the Wii
like
one. The Wii
you
one
can
sucks.
if there's a home run that's just barely over the wall, you can jump up and you can rob it, right?
Robbed like 4 in the same fucking game. It's so fucked. It's so bullshit. It's like we got back into it. I didn't have much chemistry on my team, but I didn't want to pick fucking Diddy and Dixie fucking Kong.
And
For some reason, this guy lays down bunts, and I can never fucking get him out at first. A bunt, for anybody that doesn't know what a fucking bunt is something in baseball where you put the bat out, the ball just dinks the bat and just dribbles there. It's so that the runner can advance, and that person is sacrificing themselves to be out at first. So it pisses me off when a little fucking ditty tiny Dixie Kong throws down a fucking bunt and I can't get the ball fast enough to throw it down to fucking first. And he's there. And he's fucking there. And then he fucking throws a fucking shitty ass throw. Diddy's already in fucking second base. Fuck that
See,
game.
it's the thing is you got to exploit their weaknesses, and his weakness was his third baseman because his third baseman didn't have a good arm and didn't have chemistry with the first baseman, so his throws were always bad and slow.
He said bad and slow.
You didn't kind
Bad
of have a
and
gap
slow.
in between those. Like put a nice little emphasis on it. Bad and slow.
There's a thing with video games with me is yes, I'm competitive and I will be pissy and like shitty in the moment, but when the game's over, I'm fine.
It's over.
Yeah.
The one that did upset me the other night, though, is I hit a buzzer beater to put us into fucking overtime, and D'Angelo Russell didn't get it out of his hands in time.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It literally-
it was a wild game.
They
man. Like,
reviewed
it was
it,
neck
and
neck.
like they kept reviewing it.
That's
and
funny.
you saw his fucking fingertips still on the ball.
Yeah, he even drained the shot too out of an out of bounds play.
That's hilarious.
It was an out of bounds. He caught it like this, did a spin, green bean.
It was just.
And I had just come back from I made a 13-0 run in the
I was
past.
to say,
like,
yeah,
minute.
it was like a small double. digit.
How
so
much were
fun.
you freaking out
Well done,
before you knew that they had to review it? How much were you like going nuts?
I ran around. Jordan knows I ran around the fucking room. When it's 2K and I
he
hit a
was
buzzer beater,
pacing.
I go wild.
He was pacing.
I was pacing. I was standing behind that chair, like fucking freaking out.
Oh
Then they
my
called it
God.
off. I'm like, you motherfucker.
That you can't lie though. That was a good game for the first time we played 2K in like
I know.
like 2
We hadn't
years.
played in
That was
a
such a
long
good
fucking-
game to
oh my
break
God.
the dry spell of
And
2K.
then I had to just
Facts.
bring out Jason Tatum and score like fucking 60 points.
That
with
game
him.
was disappointing. I was up at the end of the first half. At one point, it was I think 20-3, I think, and then he came back and like beat me by like 40.
God damn.
I just
I
could
think
not put
I
the pieces.
I
together.
went. 23 for 29 from 3.
Yeah, it was an obnoxious stat line.
Wow.
Jason Tatum had like 60
Quite a bit.
points.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
so stupid, and
He
Jaylen
was-
Brown had the other one.
He was like 86% from 3-point.
Yeah,
That's wet.
it was.
Dude, it was
was so-
nasty.
who was
It
on
didn't
the-
matter.
Yeah.
Was that
That's
the
wet.
Pels?
You were the Pels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. And I just didn't have anyone that
The
could
first
guard
game,
him.
I was the T-Wolves, and you were... Who were you playing as?
Memphis.
Memphis. Yeah, because
yeah.
fucking Ja Morant. Fuck Ja.
Hey, I didn't use him too much
You
though.
didn't.
He only had like 20
You
points.
didn't. You had...
I was using
You had Kyle
I was using
Anderson.
Steve quite a bit.
Steve. Fucking Steve, dude.
I like those big boys.
Steve is always a fucking god. in
Steven
2K.
Adams,
Steve will just
That-
fucking beat the piss out of
that
you.
big old Kiwi fuck.
I thought the Grizzlies had like a really like high tier player. Like I thought they had.
Ja
like,
Morant.
John Morant. Yeah.
I was thinking it was someone else.
Ja Morant's like the
a
next fucking
90.
Bron.
He's like a 92 on 2K.
I think he's a
I don't-
94.
Is he
Yeah,
94?
He's probably better than that.
94,
really good.
95. He's like a
He's
king.
up. He's
You know when
up
the
there.
last time I've caught up with NBA and really played 2K though, like
Oh, dude, I believe you because like
We played, and there was a couple people we didn't know who the fuck they were.
yeah, there was a
Yeah.
handful. I've been out of 2K pretty much since I moved back home, and like a lot happens in like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
So like I'm so disconnected from the NBA right now. 2K was kind of
The
how I
big
kept
trades
up with
is
it.
the ones that I know of, like Donovan Mitchell going to Cleveland. That's
Well,
a
yeah,
big
like the
one.
headliner.
Yeah.
The
trade.
big headliner
Yeah.
trades. But then when you talk about what was the one that surprised us the other day when we were playing? He was
not
on the
sure.
T-Wolves. He was on the T-Wolves.
Joke or Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
yeah,
I
that is
forgot
who it
Rudy
was. Yeah,
Gobert
yeah,
went
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I completely forgot
Which
I
that.
forgot he
and
was
it
there.
still doesn't make that
That's
much
so
sense to me
nuts.
because he was a backup center. Like, I don't know why they would
For
want
Utah?
him. No, for the Timberwolves now. Like he was the starter, but like he
Yeah.
didn't start, did he?
Yeah, he started.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started.
Was he,
He's
a power
definitely
forward?
starting, dude.
No, he was starting center.
He's Rudy Gobert
For
really
the
good.
Timberwolves.
He's really good.
Yeah. Rudy
really-
Gobert.
Where's Carl
really
Anthony
good.
Towns playing at?
He was
then?
playing the 4.
Power
He
forward.
was playing 4.
Yeah, he was playing the 4.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Which in real life he plays the 4, but he spreads the backcourt with the 5.
Okay, that makes more sense.
They to my knowledge, I know last year, I haven't watched a lot this year so far because there hasn't really been a lot, but they did a lot of zone defense last year.
Well, if you have those two big ass motherfuckers in your backcourt, like
But the Grizzlies
as
have
well, yeah.
a type of defense that I love because it reminds me of Patino Louisville defense. Is like the 3 big men drop back and hit the zone, and then the 2 guards press.
Yeah.
And like Ja's really good with that. I don't know who their 2 guard is. Is it Conley still? Is
No.
Conley's
Conley's
at
still-
Utah.
yeah, he's at
God.
Utah.
He's at Utah.
It's
the
killing
fuck
me.
is the two
I can
guard?
think of his face. I think he's 22.
Well,
But I can't
regardless,
remember his name.
That's been their defense for the past couple of years, and I think the starting years of that was the Mark Gasol, Tony Allen,
That-
Mike Conley years.
I was telling you that, but that was still my favorite. That was I
God,
like that
they
team
were
a lot.
big body
that
boys.
was that team was the reason why I considered Memphis like my team in the NBA. Like
Because
I loved that team.
The
That team was
big-
cool.
I mean, their starting lineup was so good. They had the Mike Conley, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph,
Zebo.
and Mark Gasol.
Who was their three? It was that dude with a bunch of tattoos. Fuck, he's a commentator now. Or an analyst.
Oh. Wasn't he also on the Heat?
Birdman?
No, not Birdman.
No, not Birdman.
Birdman was the guy
I
that
love
he was the guy that pump faked the ball really close to Kobe's head.
Fuck.
I can't remember his name now.
Is it Jalen?
No, wasn't that?
No.
Wasn't that Gilbert Arenas that did that?
No, it wasn't Gilbert
Gilbert
Arenas that did that.
Arenas, bro.
No,
He
it
was
was,
a hell of a player.
No Chill Gil.
No chill.
I don't have my
no
phone. I'm just over there charging. Else I'll look it up. But it's driving me crazy. I
Regardless.
can't remember his name.
But that team, love that team. That was the team that really disappointed me that they didn't really go.
Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes.
I love Matt Barnes.
It was Matt
He's
Barnes.
really good. They also had
Was it?
another Barnes who was the fucking Harrison Barnes. They had Harrison Barnes
yeah.
at that time.
Am I
But he was
thinking,
off the
am I-
bench.
am
He
I
was
thinking
off
of
the
Matt Barnes or Harrison Barnes?
No, you're thinking of Matt Barnes.
Okay,
You're thinking of Matt Barnes.
he's got all the tattoos.
Yes, yeah. He's
Yeah.
light skinned. I just said his name, Harrison Barnes. He doesn't have tattoos.
Okay.
Well, he may have tattoos, but they're not like on his arms.
I said I can't picture Harrison Barnes in my head.
Yeah, Matt Barnes talks a lot of shit in
Yeah.
commentary now.
Yeah.
Like an annoyingly
I feel like
high mouth.
I feel like with how kind of like a scrappy player he was, I feel like he's obviously calmed it down a lot. But I still like how he.
I
kinda
love these
throws those in.
motherfuckers that got sunned by Braun now are retired and going into commentary and talking mad shit about Braun like they didn't get fucked up by him every fucking year. Like K Perk, like come on, bro, shut the fuck up, bro.
Just
Perkins
chill,
needs to
Perk.
shut his fucking mouth. LeBron is 10 times the player he ever was. KG, same fucking way. I love KG, but he talks too much shit
Whoa. Kevin Garnett talks too much shit.
about
That's his-
Braun.
That's his whole shtick.
Nobody in commentating today that played in the same era as Braun can say a fucking thing about LeBron James
That's
at all.
that's,
Well, thing
that's
is,
fair,
though-
but that's Kevin Garnett's whole thing is trash talking. He's
They
like
can't-
the
they
Oh
can't-
yeah,
they
100%.
he's like one of the best trash talkers ever. He's trash talking Hall of Fame.
Well,
so
the-
I let him get away with it.
The big one that
Everyone else,
I
though.
hate is Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce talking shit about Braun is the worst because how many fucking times did LeBron put his ass on a poster?
He put his ass
fucking
Yeah.
throw a fucking big bomb 3 right in his fucking mouth.
Wasn't Paul Pierce the one that got in all the trouble for putting a bunch of pictures with strippers
Yes.
on his? Okay, that's what I thought.
For what did he do?
He posted a picture with a bunch of strippers in the background or something.
Oh yeah, he does that shit all the time. Still does it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, the truth, bro. The truth,
Paul Pierce, man.
dude.
Him, Ray Allen, and Ray John.
I
Rondo.
love that his nickname is the truth, though. The
It's-
truth is
he
such
is the truth.
And then fucking Ray Allen's is Jesus Shuttlesworth.
I did not know that. I
didn't know
That's
that
he
fire.
was in a movie. His character's name was
Jesus
Shuttlesworth.
That's an
Shuttlesworth.
incredible name.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus Christ.
That year
No,
with
Shuttleworth.
the Celtics,
Jesus
what you were
Christ.
saying,
Jesus
like
Shuttlesworth Christ.
you had Rajon Rondo, Ray Allen at the 2, Paul Pierce at the 3, Kevin Garnett at the 4, and Kendrick Perkins. And him and Big
they
Baby
had-
Davis.
I was gonna say they had
Big
Big Baby
Baby.
Baby Davis.
I loved Big Baby,
Big
too.
Baby
Big Baby Davis is so like
He was
great.
I love him. His persona's great.
Yeah.
He's
I
one of those
remember-
classic figures.
Nathan, I was hanging out with Nathan one time, the one that was in our grade.
Yeah.
And we figured out that Glenn Davis's real nickname was Big Baby Davis, and we probably laughed for a solid fucking hour straight.
Because
we
he
didn't even we
does-
couldn't even play. We were laughing
He
so
does
hard.
look like a big baby.
He
We
does.
would get
He
the
does.
ball
He's
as
got that
Glenn,
baby
as
face.
Glenn Big Baby Davis and immediately fucking ISO it or just chuck it up from the
John,
moment
do you
we
know
got the
who
ball.
Big Baby
It was-
Davis is?
It was great.
Is it Anthony Davis? That's the
No,
only Davis. That's the
no,
only
it's
Davis
Glenn
I know.
Davis.
Glenn
It is
Davis.
Glenn Davis.
He's
That's
a
the only Davis in the
historic
NBA that I
player.
know.
He's a
got- he-
historic player.
There's a gif of him licking his lips real weird. You know what I'm talking about?
He does.
think so.
He legit looks
he goes like
a big baby.
Yeah, he Big
That's what
Baby
his name
Davis,
Oh wait,
bro.
you want to pull it up for the chat?
Oh
Or
yeah,
for the,
pull it up for the
the
stream. My bad stream or chat. cast.
I never noticed him with a beard before. He doesn't quite look as much like a baby when he's got a
But
beard,
this one,
but-
bro.
Yeah.
he looks like a baby.
He looks like a toddler.
Big baby Davis.
He's like, that's his face when he hears the ice cream truck rolling
Look
up.
at him. Look at him. That motherfucker.
He was great. I liked him a lot. Wait, go up to that. Go up to that picture where he's wearing a blue jersey. Is he in that?
Is he in the big three?
Is he on a Big 3 team?
Yes.
What? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he's on Big 3.
Oh yeah, I watched one of those games the other day. They're actually pretty fun
They're
to
fun to
watch.
They
watch.
are fun,
They are
yeah.
Big baby, big baby.
Big
I
baby
loved him.
Davis.
I loved that team. And then I can never forgive Ray Allen for dipping out on that Celtics team and ruining it. They would have had another shot at a title, and then he took the bag.
That was a stacked team.
Well, he took the bag and he took the ring. I can't hate on him, but at that time, man, I was pissed. I think I even cried.
What did he go to the?
He went to the Heat. Yeah. He went from the Celtics, lost to them in the finals or the semifinals, and then next year
Man got his chip.
takes the bag.
Man got his
Well,
chip.
But he
Not
is a
one,
crucial reason that
not
they
two,
won that chip that
not
year.
three.
That corner three that will forever be in infamy.
Yeah.
Like what a fucking iconic shot.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one of those sports moments where, like, it's always gonna be.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be one of those videos. Iconic, like you said.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Do you not even know what we're talking
He
about?
does not know.
Really? You never seen that?
Dude, I'm not an NBA
We all
person.
saw it.
Well, I
we
mean,
all
like-
probably saw it live, and he's like never seen it before.
Oh, I didn't watch
Yeah.
NBA back then.
It-
No,
I
I've
might
seen
have
videos
seen
of
like
it.
a clip from
Yeah.
it, but I just don't know the significance of it. You know, like as I'm watching the clip, I don't
You
know
don't-
the
you don't
significance
think
of what I'm
that-
Who
looking
were they?
at.
Who were they
That's
playing?
fair.
The Spurs. Is
yes.
that- okay, that's what I thought.
That year that they played the Spurs, it was such an intense fucking series. I remember this vividly. My dog at the time got sprayed by a skunk, and it was in the last 2 minutes of the game. It was fucking final game. It was game 7, and there was it was like 2 to 4 minutes left. The dog gets sprayed by a skunk, and my dad's like, "You need to come help me with this." And I was like, "Dad, I'm really sorry. I can't do that."
You're like, no.
They're in the finals, game 7. I got to be watching this shit. Yeah, and he was not happy, but I got to watch. So,
At least you had to watch.
Very nice.
So while we're on NBA, who we thinking for the finals this year?
I haven't watched enough
God
to
damn,
tell,
that's a tough
honestly.
question.
I'm curious.
Not the Lakers.
That's all I can think about was not the
Nets.
Lakers.
Not the Lakers.
the New
Lakers,
Jersey
not the
Devils.
Nets.
Not the Nets.
Not
New
the
Jersey
Nets.
Devils.
The New Jersey Devils.
I
I
agree.
think I'm gonna pull out the crowd.
Supersonics.
Finals. I'm looking at a. I hate to say it, a Philadelphia East
Oof.
and Golden State West again.
You think Golden State
Yuck.
West?
You think
I'm
Golden
pulling
State's going
for-
to
I
turn
think-
it around? They're 0-6.
Hmm?
Aren't they 0-6 right now?
I don't think they're on 6. I don't know. I don't know what they're. I don't know.
I didn't think they were doing too good so far.
Here, just pull up the standings.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Let's pull it up for the podcast.
For the
Let's
pod, just to see. Yeah, they are.
I'm hoping for a.
Jesus.
I'm hoping for a Grizzlies and Heat final.
See. Hey, good luck. Good fucking luck. Ain't happening. The Bucks.
I forgot about the
they're
Bucks.
Yeah, the
chokesters.
Bugs. They're chokesters. Did
They're
they just
chokesters.
win?
The Cavs are 7-1.
Yeah, Cavs are damn.
They
Jesus
got
Christ.
Donovan now, bro.
Well, I know, but I didn't think he was
Cavs
going
are
to make
good.
that big of
I
a
could see
difference.
the
They had a
Bulls
rough
making a
team.
good. I could see the Bulls making a run.
I don't know, man. They're a little old now. They're getting old. They don't have a young roster. The Hawks look really good. They're a really deep squad, but I say that about them every year.
I don't
They
trust
do.
them.
They always have a decent team, but they never
Yeah.
really do anything with it.
Yeah, that was the thing with the Grizzlies for like fucking 7-8 years. Is they
Well,
always had
that's-
a good team.
That's why I'm hoping that they actually kind of turn that around. Because what was it, Bain? Desmond Bain,
Yeah,
was that his
Desmond
name?
Bane.
He was good as fuck. I kind of I didn't even notice him before. They got John Morant, they got Steven Adams, they got a solid
Yeah.
1, 3, and 5.
and I
Like,
guarantee at trade deadline they have some cap space to grab another biggie.
yeah.
I think so. The Celtics, I like them, but also with their showing in the playoffs last year, I can't trust them with shit.
I wish they'd win because I like Jason Tatum a lot.
I like him too, but that motherfucker just trash canned in the playoffs. Like,
are some trusters.
absolutely fucking bomb.
Well, that's the thing though. They have other guys though, like Jaylen Brown. They got Marcus Smart locking shit
but
down.
they all
and,
locked
like,
up in the finals. Everyone.
I know. That's what I hate about it because they
Every
have
one of them
such a good
locked up.
defense. Like they're such a good defensive team.
The Suns have one of the best fucking teams in the league. Their team is dense as fuck. Like, it is.
They still got Chris Paul, right?
They have Chris Paul.
Oh yeah,
and he's on
I
his way
trust
out.
Chris. Yeah, I still trust Chris
He's probably
Paul.
close
He's
to
a good-
retiring.
he's a
but
good
he's
team
old,
captain.
man.
He's old as
He's
fuck.
he's definitely like that.
He could
Yeah.
lead 'em
Utah
in. He
being
can
7-3
set 'em in.
surprises me. There's
It-
not a
it-
lot of
who do
depth.
they have at 5 now? I don't even know who their center is now that Rudy Gobert is gone.
Because who do they got that's even really
Jackson
good? Joe
Payne.
Ingles?
They still got Joe Ingles, I think, but like they still have a.
They have Joe Ingles, Mike Conley.
They still have Mike Conley. Mike Conley's good.
What's Rubio, right? Rubio's still.
yeah, but
Ricky Rubio?
he's a point guard. He's behind Conley. He's not a starter, isn't he?
Oh,
pretty sure he
Unless
starts.
did Conley.
I think Conley plays the 2.
Oh, he bumped
Conley
up to the
Conley
2.
plays 2 pretty often.
Okay. I thought he was. point.
Wow, the Warriors are way down.
yeah.
Good.
I really do think the Warriors still are gonna pull some shit out.
They always do. They
Well,
basically have the same
Anthony
team.
Towns is back full time for Minnesota.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Timberwolves make a run too.
I think the ones that I'd like to see, if I could pick, is between the Mavs and the Grizz. I love the Trailblazers. Dame is always my number one.
Yeah.
He's like my favorite point guard of all time. But I just know that he commands that squad. Whatever he does determines whether they're good or not. And he does not have a lot of backing right now. Nurkic is great.
Yeah.
Nurkic is great.
He's a great center, but ever since they lost C.J. McCollum, he kind of
They lost C.J. McCollum, and
Wait,
it
where's
just
CJ McCollum now?
uh,
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Damn.
I wouldn't mind to see the Pelicans do pretty good too. Though.
I love Luka. I love watching him. He's so much fun to watch. He's one of the most entertaining players. Him and Ja are the most entertaining players in the league.
Ja is a hell of a player.
He's just fun to
Definitely.
watch.
Yeah.
You never know what he's gonna pull out of his bag. Like
Yeah.
he's always got shit. Like you'll see him just out of the blue come out with a highlight dunk of like fucking jumping 11 fucking feet in the air.
Yeah.
Like it's
Right.
insane. So if I could pick a finals, I would say probably Grizz. I would love to see Grizz and the Celtics. John, what's your Eastern Conference pick for the finals this year?
I'm gonna go with the Orlando Magic
Oh my God, I know
Okay.
where this is going.
And
Western Conference.
and the LA Lakers.
Oh wow,
a
different pick.
bold choice.
Yeah,
So, John, let me ask you, what made you choose the Lakers over the Rockets?
they have LeBron.
Right.
The Rockets is the last I knew about the Rockets, they do not have Yao Ming anymore. So
I'm out.
I'm out.
For that reason,
10
I'm
years
out.
ago.
There's no T-Mac. There's no Luis Scola.
Oh.
There's no Yao Ming.
No.
Now, if Wilt Chamberlain were to come back, oh, the Lakers all the way. They had Wilt Chamberlain. 100%.
I was gonna say Hakeem the Dream.
What about
What do you got? Eastern Conference.
going with the Bulls? They got a good squad.
The Bulls, not a bad choice. Not a bad choice.
And then going with the Suns.
All right, so different approach for yours. Let's see. Who's your highest scorers in the Bulls roster for the finals that you foresee?
And what, they still have Laurie McKinnon, right? Or what's his name?
No,
Laurie
they do not.
Markkinen, he just went to.
Oh no, they have a what? DeMar DeRozan.
They have DeMar
Yeah,
DeRozan.
DeRozan's gonna fucking spat, go crazy.
Didn't he go to the Utah? He went to Utah, didn't he? Laurie Markkinen.
Yes.
Wasn't he the guy that we saw? Who was like, why the hell is he the poster boy?
Yeah. Laurie
Yeah, that's
Markkinen
right.
is the poster boy for
Hey, Utah's doing good.
Phoenix Suns. Who you got as your highest scorers?
I could see. Well, it's gonna be Booker for the highest score, but I could see Chris Paul just winning a final, like one chip, because he's never won one, right? I could see him winning one, going out on top. That's how I want it.
So let's
That's what I
see.
want.
Well, you didn't ask me about my highest.
Well, I was
score.
gonna
'cause we
say
don't
let's
care.
do Orlando Magic first because let's see if you can guess one player on the Orlando.
That's what I was
Yeah.
more curious about.
John Wall.
Oh boy. You know what?
Michael Jordan.
Fuck this podcast.
I swear to God.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, okay, hold on. For
Who's
real,
John Wall
for real
play
teams.
now? Is he on
Okay,
the Rockets still?
No.
go
Is he
back
on
to
Rockets?
the go back
I
to the
can't think
Eastern
who he plays
Conference.
for.
Eastern.
I don't know anyone from the Magic. From the Pistons, I
You don't.
don't think I can name anyone. The Hornets, Anthony Davis, does he still play there?
No.
Okay.
I don't think
he never did.
played
I
for
thought
the
he
Hornets.
did.
No,
I thought he played for
He played for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Pelicans.
and
Okay,
then
that's
went
what I
to
was
the
drafted
Lakers.
by.
Okay.
The
76ers.
Hornets fucking greatest player of all time. Just kidding. But Terry Rozier from Louisville plays it.
Huh.
But LaMelo Ball is the big star for Charlotte.
Did he just get hurt?
76ers, I can't name anyone.
I don't think it's long term.
No.
70. You can't think of a single player from the 76ers?
Not a single one.
I don't think so.
James
one.
Harden, bro.
James Harden?
Oh. Yeah, no.
Joel Embiid?
I mean, I know these
Tobias
names.
Harris?
I know these names. I just
Like a Tobias.
Tobias Harris?
I've never in my life
The
really
boy.
watched NBA. I might have watched maybe one NBA game in my entire life.
Not even like playoffs ball? Shit.
man
I'm
was-
hard.
I don't-
I don't watch regular season games.
I
I
don't-
always watch the playoffs.
Playoffs
I
is
don't
so
enjoy
fun.
NBA ball.
Playoff.
I enjoy college ball.
Well, you're not. You're definitely not alone.
Okay,
in
so
that.
let's give you
that
easy
thought.
ones. The Bucks. Name a player.
Antetokounmpo.
Hey, he even
Bada
got the
bing.
name,
And an
last
astute
name
pronunciation
right. Yeah.
And
too. I was
we're-
not expecting you to pronounce that right. If
We're,
I'm being honest.
we're gonna go
great.
with
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Sick.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, no, it's twice
Damn.
now.
I know that one.
You're forgiven. Now Suns.
Ooh.
Keebler just said like 4 or 5
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, no, I wasn't really listening.
It's all good.
The Suns. Can you give me like the first name of someone?
Steve Nash.
No, he played for the Pacers.
How about Chris or Devin?
Devin Booker.
Devin.
Ooh,
There you go.
there it is.
All right, this has been SchmutzCast 15, and for you folks watching at home, hanging out, listening, doing the thing,
For
this
LA.
is the conclusion of season 1 of SchmutzCast.
Wow.
For LA, my top scorer was gonna be LeBron.
Duh.
Fuck up.
I'm appalled at how much support we've gotten in 15 episodes. Like, people have donated, people have sent in questions, people have bought merch week 1, and that shit sold out week fucking 1. I can't.
right.
I never thought when we started this that it would be so enjoyable to do. This is like what I look forward to every week because these people are my fucking homies, and like they are so fucking close to me, and being around them at least once a week is just great for me. And I just want to thank all 3 of you because
I want to thank you.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
been it's gonna be
You're welcome.
it's a bit emotional to speak of with the new studio. I mean, we're still going to be doing the podcast, but you know, for all of our lives that we've been friends, we have been a hop, skip, and a jump away from each other. Which really, I'm not that much further, but like, I can't hit up you all and just fucking hop over in 5 minutes anymore. Like, that's not going to
Yeah.
happen anymore. And like,
You got a big boy house.
it's just a weird thing, and I'm so glad that I still get to do this podcast with you all, because that is a guarantee that I at least get to see my close homies at least once a week,
Hell yeah.
and that's not gonna change. But as much as I thank you all, I want to thank you all. So round of applause to yourselves.
Wow.
A round of applause to you because you do all the work.
Yeah, we do all the work for this podcast.
Thank you,
We
thank you,
just
thank you,
show
thank you.
up, so.
Well, I couldn't do it without you guys, and it is so much fun, and I feel like we're truly like doing something special.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
This is what we talked about doing this shit for years.
for years.
Because we would just be fucking around at Stilger's, you know, doing
Yeah.
our thing, and we'd be like, oh,
We put
you
a
know, if we put a
fucking-
webcam in the corner, people would love this, and that's basically just what this is, you know. It's-
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly, and
She's a little out
Because I
from
mean,
the
we
corner.
don't come
that's
into
it.
this with a plan at this
No,
point.
fuck
you know,
no,
we're
never.
just like these are the damn near the exact same conversations we would be having without the cameras on.
half the time we'll just start talking in here, and we'll be
Yeah.
like, let's save that for the podcast.
Right.
And then like even today, it was either me asking you all or you all asking me, do we have any topics for today, or do we have anything we want to talk about? And I was like, no,
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 No.
no,
no, I ain't got none.
we're here. That's
And,
the
and we
topic,
just kind of
bro.
go along with it, and I think that's a really fun human thing. But with all of that said, you saw at the beginning, grab the merch. It's great merch. You remember,
merch.
celibacy is no fun. So go grab a sweatshirt to end that for yourself.
I forgot about that.
That's right. We've had people in our inbox all week saying, "Oh, I had such and such. I had leprosy. My family
Cured.
hated me. I was divorced.
Cured.
My rent wasn't going to be paid." And then they just spent $15 to $35 on the our official store, and they talked to Timberlake, and then now they're fine. Like
They're
they
good.
might still
They're
have
good.
leprosy or they're getting divorced or whatever, but they have cool
They
merch. They
feel
look
a
cool.
lot better.
Think
about
of it
They
as
look
fabric
great.
They
therapy.
feel better about
doing it.
themselves.
They
They look
great
good.
doing it.
I mean, the
clean.
lepers who are losing fingers, like, they feel like they have them.
It takes
when they,
the focus off the finger.
Right. Well,
Exactly.
people
That's
are
all
going
we're
to
trying to
ask,
do.
why?
Because someone's going to
what's
go up to
wrong?
you and be like, whoa, is that Schmutz merch?
Yeah, exactly. Nail on the head.
Exactly.
I swear to you, I truly am excited for the future of this, and just for everybody to know, next week I will not be present on the podcast because of some studio setup and slacker. So these boys are gonna take over the mantra here, and they're gonna handle the business the way it needs to be handled.
Yeah.
They asked me,
Schmutz
is there
Boys
anything
special.
that you want us to talk about specifically? I said, fuck no, do what you want.
It's
We
gonna
will.
be
That's exactly
it's gonna
what
be the roast of Papa Schmutz.
We are
If
just
you
going
want it,
to
you can have it. I don't
talk
give a shit.
an abundant amount
But-
of shit.
Yeah.
So for
You're
now,
gonna talk more shit than he does when he's playing video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
this
level.
is a not a goodbye. This is a see ya later. And this has been SchmutzCast 15. I'll see you folks in 2 weeks. You'll see them soon. I'm Papa Schmutz.
I'm Johnny Will.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Brandon Keepler.
Thanks for chilling with us.
Season
I'll
1.
See y'all later. Season 1's a wrap. Season 1's a wrap. Yeah.